What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm one of your hosts, Smitty. What's good, JMIK? How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, not much. It's training camp, man. There's training camp. There's news around the league. We in a full football swing right now, man.
Yeah, it's definitely that time of the year, man, where football fans alike come out and celebrate, man. So we are presenting the NFC South. So Pop, what's good, man? We bringing your people on today, man. What's happening?
No, I'm chilling. Glad to be back with the people.
For sure, for sure. Hey, appreciate you, Miss E, for popping through and chilling with us. You know what I'm saying, to represent the Atlanta Falcons today. How are you feeling today?
It is gloomy today in the A, and yeah, I'm trying to get my son ready for school. So yeah, that's what we doing.
Yeah, I had to get a couple weeks ahead of that, boy, because I definitely don't want to deal with these people down here. But my boy certified also told me it's gloomy. So what's good with you, bro? How you feeling? You don't take a nap on me now. Don't take a nap on me now.
I think you already did.
You done hit the snooze button already.
See,
But
I forgot that my mic was muted and I was talking. My bad. But yeah, I'm ready. What's up?
not much, man. I mean, shit, we got a few. I mean, money got thrown around this week.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit. A little
But
bit.
outside of that money, we had a couple stinkers hit the waves, and I'm glad we here today, man. You know what I mean? You had obviously a long extended, contract negotiations between two players in the NFC East. One in Terry McLaurin, um, who wants an extension. He wants to be paid, compensated for what he's done for an organization. And then Michael Parsons, totally different situation in my opinion, right? Because I mean, him and Jerry seem like they going through it in the pressers. They talk about each other, and then you get a 3-page letter of how he don't want to be. Which one of these affects the team more? Terry McLaurin leaving or Micah leaving?
See, I gotta say Terry leaving to me because Terry. Both of them got drafted by the team that they on. Terry been there longer. Before Jaden Daniels got there, you could make the argument that Terry McLaurin was kind of the face of the franchise, I guess you could say, like sort of, because they weren't really that great. And then I just think if Terry's not there, it's just like they don't have a lot of receiver threats. And when I look at the Cowboys, Micah is there, and Micah was obviously drafted by the team as well, going into his fifth year. Um, to me, yeah, like the Cowboys don't got a lot of backers, but I think they'd be able to survive like better without Micah than like the Commanders without Terry, in my opinion.
Yeah. Um, I think the same, bro. Like I think Terry is more of a valuable piece in what they have going on compared to like Micah, like right? Like I think like if you take Terry off that offense, I don't know what they turn into. I think you can. I don't know if you supplement Micah. I think you can find people that do certain things that could hold over. What Micah being absent. I don't know if you can on the scramble go out and get another receiver to be your wide receiver one.
I don't know, bro. I'm the opposite. I think Jaded Daniels can create offense without Terry McLaurin. I don't know if the Cowboys can create a pass rush without Michael Parsons. I don't know. I doubt it.
I think both of them just have a pretty much respectfully for each team is going to be a hole for both teams that they're going to have to both fill regardless. I mean, like you said, you got to find you another wide receiver one. And just like Certified was saying, just, you have to find you another pass rush. And we all know with Dallas, we've seen what they kind of, how they approach their running back situation. So how can we know if they're even going to be able to find that pass rush once again? I mean, the way the wide receivers are coming out left and right, I feel like, the Commanders can definitely find them another wide receiver. Now, if they're looking for somebody similar to Terry Skill or more production, then yeah, that's probably going to be like, a wish that could probably be happening, finding one of those, rough drafts or, couple of these drafts. I haven't looked in the 2026 draft yet to see what the wide receiver class was looking like, but I know we talked about it on our show earlier about possibly why they didn't probably draft somebody to replace him ahead of time, like, or get another wide receiver in there. So again, I feel like it's both on both sides. It's going to be a loss for both.
True.
Yeah, that's definitely the fact.
No argument. I think they. Hey, sir, you gotta send said the link.
Okay,
But
my bad.
I think when you look at like the situation, like they both like in bad situations because drafting. I mean, obviously we know the Commanders draft spot, right? They got 5 draft picks right now. If you trade Terry, obviously you get some compensation back, but I mean, then you have Debo, wide receiver 1, McConkey, and who else is on that? Who else? Jalen Lane?
You talking about McCaffrey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luke?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey, and then you got Jalen Lane. And I don't really know the rest of the room. I mean, you got Noah Brown, but ain't he battling an injury right now?
Yeah, but I thought he's been practicing during training camp though. But I was in a Commander space earlier this week, and I thought they said that he might have got injured again in camp again. I mean, I don't think it's anything major, but it's just something to watch out for.
I mean, it's interesting how things played out. I don't know, man. Hey, what was Zach Allen average this morning, JMIK? Did you look at
It
that
was,
contract?
I believe it was 4 for 102. So if it's 4 for 102, you're talking about 25 and some change.
He don't affect the market like that.
I mean, it's still a good deal for like a D tackle / edge. I mean, he took a
I
team.
was thinking he was closer to the 30 mark, so I was gonna say that's really gonna push the needle on Micah and what he wants.
Yeah, but him and Micah don't, like, to me, like he plays a little edge, but he also plays D tackle too. So
Right.
so I'm not sure you could kind of put him in that TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, conversation in terms of like
But I
wasn't
you don't
getting
think
like
Micah in that category, to be honest.
I mean, but Micah gonna get 40, 45 million. He gonna get that. Like,
Yeah, he is.
I mean, like he brings you a certain level of versatility. Like he could play the edge, he could play linebacker as well. So he gives you that versatility. Like he could do a lot of different things. I mean, I don't love him against the run. Like that's not really his strong suit. But I mean, other than that, I mean, like the kid is really good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We've seen this time and time again. Until the trade happens, I don't believe he's getting traded by the Cowboys. I think it's gonna take a while for them to come to some sort of contractual agreement. But I think Micah stays. The problem I have with the Terry McLaurin situation is you having a lot of these wide receivers who signed deals like recently, and then also you don't have a solidified wide receiver to slide into his spot. And they're just in a really awkward spot within their rebuild because you got the quarterback in the offensive coordinator marriage right in the first year, but you're still lacking a lot of talent and depth going into year 2 now.
I agree with you. That's kind of where I'm at, Paul. Like you kind of like I was telling them, like, yeah, you sped up the process. Yes, you overachieved, but now you're in a situation where that guy that when you weren't overachieving was being very I don't know how to say it, the word for it, but he wasn't being like, I need what I need. But now he like, hey man, we in a better spot. We a winning organization. That money that I didn't take the first time, I'd like to get on the second deal. This is my last deal. Look out for me like I looked out for you.
Yeah, I mean, see, my only thing is when players do, you got to be careful with doing that because it's like the first time around you were younger, so teams are gonna want to give you the money. When you start getting older, you know what I mean, depending on the position, teams might not want to give you the money like that. And that you got to be real like that's why I always have the perception when you after your rookie deal, you get your first deal, you got to go for the complete bag. In my opinion, you shouldn't be taking no like team friendly deals, none of that. Get your money in your first deal off your rookie. And then every deal after that, I mean, you would have got your big deal at that point. So every deal after that, like you could take a little bit less, I mean, to take a team friendly deal. And I mean, that's kind of what I've always stood on personally. But
Right.
Because I mean, like now you got this situation with Terry. Terry done took a team from the first time around. Now we want his bag because this might be the last deal he's gonna get, and now the team don't want to give him the money.
Team like, hey man, we got different goals right now.
And I mean, yeah, like the deal he took was under a different front office. Now the front office done switched up and changed. And you know, you might not get the deal.
In Terry's shoes, do you take the money off?
But like, do we even know how much money they offering?
I think Stephen A said 27 is what's on the table for him.
So 20, if that's true, 27.
I don't trust that egghead ass nigga. How he know?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. The dude that was the Commanders beat writer was in the space saying too.
I mean,
the same thing.
I mean, people don't like Stephen A, and I get why, because he be saying dumb stuff. But you got to admit, though, he does have the sources. Like, I mean, that's one thing.
What NFL source he got?
I mean, he's on.
But what's the one dude named JMIK that's on NBC that report for the Commanders? He even.
I'm just saying that nigga Stephen A ain't never broke nothing in the NFL before. They don't fuck with him like that.
What's the dude? What's the dude name for what's it call it? He on the he be on NBC. He be reporting for the Commanders. He said that it was a $6 to $8 million difference is what he was being told.
Well, then what Stephen A is saying fits, because I heard Terry want that DK money.
He want 33.
Yeah, and I mean DK is 33, 34. So
yeah,
if you take 6 to 10 away from the 33, 34, I mean you're sitting right at somewhere between 25 and 28.
But he getting 19.
Say what?
He getting 19 this year.
Who?
Terry.
Nah, his cap hit's like 24.
I mean, that's his cap hit, but his
actual base salary,
his take home is like 19. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm Terry. I'm gonna look at whatever benefits me. I'm gonna look at the cap, and I'm gonna be like, well, shoot, my cap.
I mean, that's cool, but what I'm saying is, like, people keep saying he want this and that. That number we would all know the number if that was true. It's just speculation.
I mean, but it's all speculation. I mean, like they could offer him 30, they could offer him 28, 26.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know. I mean, we can only go by what Terry's saying. He wanted DK money, and we all know what DK money is.
See, now did he say that?
Because even his people came out and basically said they wasn't close. Like the deal, like the amount they wanted to what they were being offered wasn't close.
I don't know. I'm just ready for either side to come out and say something, because so far it's just a bunch of he said, she said. For all we know, Terry might just want his final year guaranteed.
He did say he wants to be compensated properly in that interview when he sat down in front of everybody, in front of the people. He did say that. He didn't give a number. Obviously, he didn't give a number, but he did say he wanted to be compensated properly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
and what's
people say shit just to say shit.
What's the difference? How far are they apart in draft, him and DK? And then how far would you say they apart in talent?
I mean, well, he not DK though.
I don't know, but talent, I guess it depends on what you prefer. Because DK is big body, physical, kind of developing his route tree. So hands. I'm not sold on him being able to catch every ball thrown to him, but he's a solid wide receiver. While Terry, I think, is more developed if you're talking about being able to get off the line.
And I mean, honestly, the reason why the DK stuff is there, though, is because each of them dudes, the first time they got paid after their rookie deal, they got paid in the same year and they got the same deal. Like they got almost the exact same deal. Like they got a 3-year deal with the same.
Terry got like 54 million guaranteed, and DK got like 53 or something like that, right?
So so that's why he's using DK as a comp, because the first time around they got paid around the same amount, and now DK got paid before he got paid. And to me, Terry McLaurin is. I mean, if I had a team, and you telling me I could choose between DK Metcalf and Terry McLaurin, I'm taking Terry McLaurin. I get people love DK's ability to stretch the field and catch long touchdowns, and I mean that's great. But he got a limited route tree. Like let's just be honest, route tree not what it should be for a wide receiver. making $34 million, in my opinion. And so I would just go with Terry personally.
33 years older too.
I mean, well, no. He's like 2 years older than DK though. Because I mean, DK is 27, he's 29.
DK turned 27 in December.
You sure? I thought he was turning 28.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I read that wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. So like, I mean, I get people want to harp on this age thing, but to me, Terry can just like Terry does more things than a DK Metcalf can do, in my opinion. Like, yeah, granted, I mean, what DK does is he does it at an elite level, but like the other stuff he don't do well. Like his short routes aren't really that great. His like medium routes, they're cool, but I mean, he's not a route runner though.
I mean, y'all also got to take into account like what they do. I mean, they did pay Debo, so that's telling you something right there.
Yeah, but I mean, Debo a free agent after this year too.
Yeah, okay, but they made sure they took care of him, so they going in a certain direction.
Yeah, but they traded for him, and all they did was guarantee his money, though. Like his money wasn't guaranteed when they traded for him, and like I think they foresee a situation where you trade for a guy, you know he's not going to play on some like non-guaranteed number. So,
and
so
what's his number this year? What do you take on? What Debo take on this year? It's like 18 something, right? 18, 8.
17 million. So I mean, he came from y'all with the last year on that deal was 17 million, but it was not guaranteed. Commanders went ahead and guaranteed it because he probably wasn't going to play unless you had to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean they didn't get at the old boy. So I mean,
I think if Terry take the whatever they offering, I think they cool with it. But I think he want a little bit more, and I get it. I get why, because of you know what I mean, being there, going through all that. But you also got to understand the new regime just ain't got to respect what you did before. Like
I mean,
you had one season with them,
and I mean that's why you're in the situation you're in right now.
Yeah.
He's not budging off that number. They're not budging off their number. Somebody gonna have to compromise.
I don't think he made enough money to try to fight the house.
I mean, but I also said that like if the team only want to give him 27, he want 34. The logical thing to me is to meet in the middle at 30 and call it a day. Now, I don't know if he's going to accept the 30. That's the problem. But I mean, if he's willing to accept the 30, then I think they can make a deal.
I think 24 is more than generous.
Nah.
DK, well, good afternoon. DK been in the league 7 years and has 3 1,000-yard seasons. Terry McLaurin been in 8 and only had 1 season where he didn't have 1,000 yards. I don't see the problem in giving him DK money.
Man, what you said?
I don't see the problem at all.
Hey, man.
Numbers don't lie, but they can be manipulated, though.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Washington saying that ain't your market, and they standing on it. So I mean,
the only thing I tell Washington is to be if he was to hold out and that offense goes to shit week 1 and week 2, like like in a situation like you don't as an organization you don't want to be in that situation because unless you say the
Smith move, huh? Pull
look
Emmitt
bad
Smith.
and they go 0-2. Now Terry really got the leverage. So
So you saying pull an Emmitt Smith, huh?
Yeah, pull an Emmitt Smith or like a Chris Jones from a couple years ago where he sat out that first game.
Oh, and they lost to Detroit.
They lost to Detroit, and the defense ain't look. I'm just saying, like you got with these situations, you got to be careful because if it go the other way on the team and that side of the ball look bad without your star player, now your star player got a lot more leverage. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's the game. Shit.
Yeah.
That gamble go both ways.
Yeah.
What about Micah though? Like, I think he got less leverage than Terry though.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Jerry gonna pay that man.
Terry like playing games though.
My thing about Jerry, he should have paid him last year, man. I don't know what Jerry be doing. Like
no, it was Micah people that didn't want to go to the table no more.
Yeah, but I'm sure if they would have gave him a top of the market edge deal last year, he would have took it though. Because
He
last year,
said
like
because
his
he
number was at like
did you
I
read
don't
30.
the
think
did
they
you read
want
the
to
little
do that.
letter, Mick? Did you read the letter?
I mean, I read parts of it, yeah.
They were initially going to negotiate, and then he said when he got to the combine, his people was like, "We just gonna wait it out. Like we no longer want to negotiate.
Yeah, but was that
We gonna see
this
how
year
it
or was
falls."
that last year though?
I think it was last year. He said he
Oh,
went
last
to
year.
them when
Okay.
the season ended, and then his people came to him at the combine and was like, "Look, we just gonna wait because there's too many people got to get paid, and if they not on it, we just gonna wait it out."
Okay.
I think he gave him like a 4-month window. Like, hey, look, season over. I mean, let's get it done now. And then you see all these dudes start getting paid. You like, hey, hold on, wait.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's cheaper this way for them.
What do you
Um,
mean cheaper?
because it's like they don't want Micah Parsons resetting the market. He's never done anything to reset the market. Like he's never led the league in sacks. He's never been defensive player of the year. You know, why would he reset the market? If they franchise him, that's cheaper than letting this nigga reset the market. Because now he getting an average of the top 5 players that
So what you think the average of the top 5 is?
About 28.
it's not going to be resetting the market. It's
Nah,
going to be an average.
yeah. Obviously, it's not
It's
resetting the
28.
Yeah,
market.
28. That's what I heard.
yeah, it's
It's
cheaper.
it's 28 right now, but does that account for like the TJ Watt deal,
I think
like
so.
I mean, it
the
doesn't
Miles
matter.
deal?
Is
Pre-adjusted, so I think it is. I think it is
his
accounting for it.
that deal won't be the best defensive contract ever.
I mean, that's true, but you also like see, I got the opinion that tag gonna be in the 30s
Okay.
because, and I mean, yeah, I mean, you might not be resetting the market, but you
I'm
gotta
saying that you
give
can't
him.
tag him this year.
Well, how
Somebody else
many
still
dude
get
is in it?
paid.
How many of them are in the 30s?
I can look it up. I think that's a good amount though.
Yeah.
Well, average is always going to be less
Oh yeah,
than
you're
the
not gonna
market.
reset the market. I mean, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So I don't have a problem with them saying no, we're not going to do that, and franchising them twice.
I
You
think there's
know,
only I
so
think there's only 2 edges over 30, and that's Miles and TJ.
Yeah. It's
Well,
three.
they're
Three.
over
it's
40
three.
actually
Okay.
because TJ's
Yeah, they
41.
over 40.
Yeah, Miles is
Damn.
40.
And who are the other two?
I think Danielle Hunter's at 35.
Yeah, Danielle.
Max
Damn.
Max is at 35, and Nick Bosa's at 34, and those are the top 5. So they're all in the 2 in the 40s, 3 in the 30s. So you're looking at
That average
something,
is going to be about 36, 37.
yeah. But like,
Mhm.
I mean, certain
Are
not
they
wrong,
deals
but
not kicked in yet? Then
yeah, maybe those haven't kicked
No,
into
I'm
it.
just saying you don't want this nigga moving the ceiling, dog. Not him.
I mean, Sir is right though in terms of if you franchise them, you won't be breaking the market. Yeah, you won't break the market, but like the money you would have paid them, like let's say you franchise them the next 2 years, and you essentially,
But he not gonna do that. He not gonna play on the tag twice.
well, if you don't play, then I mean, like that service year don't
He
count.
gonna
And you
sign that. He
already
gonna sign a deal, dog. They gonna come to some type of conclusion, but he not gonna play. He might do it 1 year. He not gonna do it 2 years in a row.
I mean, but I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like if you was the franchise in 2 years in a row, he played under it, you would essentially be
That'd
getting
be wild.
70 something million guaranteed over 2 years when you could have just gave it like you know what I mean, like you could have just given him a deal, given him a little bit more guaranteed money than the 70, like 80, 90. And I mean he would be right up there with TJ Watt and Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he is not about to Kirk Cousins that thing, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that. I mean, like Jerry normally pays his guys, so I
whoever
mean,
whoever Kurt
it'll
got,
go
boy,
out, but
greatest manager of all time, boy.
who?
Kirk
Well,
Cousins.
no, I'm talking about the
Uh,
2 years that Washington
That's what I'm
franchise.
saying. And then ever since then, that boy was like, "Oh, this kind of a smart deal. Let me get my money guaranteed up. Let me just get this shit guaranteed and get out the way."
8
Well,
straight
since
years.
we brought up Kirk Cousins and we here with the NFC South, man. Obviously it ain't looking too well for Kirk Cousins out there in Atlanta, but we have the representative here. So, what's your expectations of your quarterback room, going into the 2025 season?
Can I repeat that question one more time?
What's your expectation of your quarterback room going into the 2025 season?
I mean, what anybody will have expectation for their quarterback room. We got a new quarterback in Michael and having him come in. We seen what he can do now as a starters and not having to rotate out with Kirk. You know, expectation is for him to continue on and get better, back up. Half the city, well, I ain't gonna say half the city, all of the city hates him at this point in time, especially after watching that QB show, and realizing that we were literally 6-3 in the little 5 game skit that we took was because he was afraid that he was gonna lose his position. So yeah, at the end of the day, we expect Penix to go out there and do what he does. And our goal this year is to make it to the playoffs. So that's just kind of what we expect. I don't really expect Kirk Cousins to be out there unless something drastic happen. May God not let that happen. But other than that, yeah, we're just expecting Penix to do what Penix does best, and that's play the game.
Yeah, I mean, I like the opinions coming out of Washington, but I ain't gonna cap. I wanted JMIK to get Michael Penix, but he argued me
Nah,
down.
we.
He argued me down. He
I
argued me down.
mean,
That's all good.
yeah, I mean, like we weren't drafting him third overall. I mean, I actually like Michael Penix out of Washington. Actually, I liked him too. I just didn't think he was going to draft him three. I just thought that was kind of high for that. But I mean, Penix. I mean, like I said, I've always been a supporter of Penix. Like my only issue is I feel like sometimes he doesn't use his I mean, he's a pocket. Don't get me wrong, he's a pocket passer, but I mean, he can escape the pocket and make plays outside the pocket. And I think he needs to do that more to just expand his game. So I mean that's just I mean I mean
To his to I'm sorry, J Mick. I was just gonna say to his defense, y'all gotta realize too that this man in his first couple years of playing college football, he was injured. So
yeah.
we really saw what he can do. So you got to think too that sometimes when he's in a panic, he throws off his back. So they're working on his foot mechanics, but then also, trying to get up out of the NFL speed and trying to, in a sense, put yourself again. That can give you PTSD having those many injuries, especially back to back. Like these weren't just injuries that happened ever so often. These were injuries that happened back to back to him. So to his defense, yes, those are things that we as a fan base want to see for him too. But we gotta give him a little bit of leeway and a little bit of grace with that. That he's got to get used to NFL speed, but most importantly, figure out better ways to protect himself.
Yeah. So that's what I was about to say. Also, that like he played Indiana and he had back-to-back ACL tears. And so I'm not saying run like Josh Allen, run like Lamar Jackson. Like I'm not saying do all that, but I think he's going to have opportunities this year and next year to just kind of escape the pocket and make off platform throws. And I think he's got the capability to do it. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Josh Allen or Lamar doing that, but I think that's a way that he can kind of, I don't want to say he's going to be elite, but I think he has the ability to be elite in this league. So I mean, you just got to kind of wait and see how that pans out, pretty much.
What's good, said Mister. I don't even want to talk. Jamie, ask the questions, bro. I don't want to talk to Buddy, man.
I mean, why don't you want to talk to a Bucks fan, man?
Man, fuck the Bucks, man. I don't want to talk to them, dog. Until I get back in the playoffs, dog. Fuck them, man.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a long time before you get your get back. I'm
I'm gonna get that get back. I'm gonna get that get back.
But no, I
Regular
mean,
season wins don't matter though. Regular season wins don't matter, so that ain't gonna matter. We play week 4. I don't care about that. Win, lose, or draw. I need that playoff win.
I mean, so my question for the Bucks is right going into the season or going into the draft. I mean, what I thought was like, like your secondary, especially your corners need to be upgraded. And I think you did that later in the draft. But my question is, you already had a stacked wide receiver room, and then, in my opinion, you drafted JMIK out of Ohio State. I think he about to be the best rookie wide receiver this year. So what does that say for the rest of your room in terms of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin?
It shows that Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are old and injury prone.
So, and how'd you feel about the pick?
Personally, when I was watching the draft, me and my fan base was 100% sure that we was going to take Jahad Campbell because we needed an outside edge rusher. when the pick came across the board, because I was with 3 other people on a podcast when it happened, we all crashed out. We all crashed out. No lie. But now that OTAs has happened and somewhat of training camp, the one guy that I was down on and said that we needed to cut, Savachi Dennis, this man is nothing more than a damn godsend. And now seeing him on the field fully healthy makes me understand that pick more. If any of y'all watched that Ravens game last year, week 8, it gives you more context into why they picked D'Amico first round.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, like, I mean, like, I got this thing with like Ohio State where I don't really like Ohio State at all. I'm not gonna cap to anybody on watching the pod. I really don't like them. But I mean, I'm a real non-biased kind of guy, and I mean, when I was going through my draft and looking at wide receivers, because obviously my team needed a wide receiver one, and I mean, I was looking at Mika. I mean, I was looking at a couple of the guys, and to me, Mika was the best guy. And I mean, whether you want to put him in the slot or you want to put him outside, like he can do both. And I just think, boy, like to me, he gonna have the best like rookie season out of out of all the wide receivers drafted. And I mean, like, you couple that with you putting them on Tampa Bay, you putting them with Mike, you putting them with Chris Godwin, I mean, you putting them with Jalen McMillan, like you putting them with a stack room already. And I just think he's gonna have a great year. And I mean, to me, for him, I mean, like, sky's the limit for him, to me.
I mean, right now, currently, I mean, I don't know when they're going to take Chris Godwin off the PUP list. And let's get the record straight. With Chris Godwin's injury, I am tired of people coming up to me asking me, did he tear something? Did he tear something? No, he just dislocated his ankle. No ligaments were torn. No nothing. That is between
he got a way deeper injury history than I really realized.
Yeah, he dislocated his right ankle, and most of his leg injuries have been in his left leg. He tore his ACL and his MCL in his left knee.
Yeah, I mean, a lower body injuries is pretty extensive though.
Yes,
I didn't realize how many he had until like somebody was in the space one day.
The very first major one was against the Saints in 21 or 22. I can't remember the year.
I think it was 21.
Yeah, that's when it happened. That one, I think that's when he tore both of them at the same time.
So would you say the draft pick makes one of them well, I think one of them gonna be out soon anyways, but is this the rebuild of the regime?
But I'm not really excited by the Mika. I mean, I already know what my offense is. We've been a top 10 offense for practically the past 10 years. I'm more excited that fucking Benjamin Morris is about to put Jamel Dean on the fucking bench.
That's a good point too.
I am so excited about that because Jamel Dean is our version of AJ Terrell. He gives up so many balls in man coverage. It's insane. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for Jacob Parrish. David Walker, I've seen a little bit of him, but from what I've seen, he was a pretty good piece to our rotational edge rush, but he tore his ACL and he's out for the year.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, the funny thing about David Walker, going into the draft, a lot of people I know on Twitter, like, they wanted to draft him in that same range that you got him in the fourth. That, like, I mean, like, he was pretty good. I believe he was at the Senior Bowl or the Strong. He was at one of them things. And I mean, he was really good there. And I mean, people really had a lot of problems for him. But I mean, luckily, like, y'all also took an edge in the fifth too. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that I mean he tore his ACL, but I mean, that's kind of how it goes.
I was high on David Walker, man. I wanted to draft him, but
man, you don't need no more edge help, man.
What do you mean, bro? Outside of my first two edges, who I really got, bro? Come on, bro. I got Azeez Ojulari, Josh Uche. Come on, man. I need help.
I mean, Josh Uche is a good, like, rotational edge rusher, though. That's all.
Might not even make the team. Didn't y'all let some pieces walk, though?
I mean, we couldn't help it. We couldn't afford it.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Sweat left. Yeah.
Listen, Josh Sweat got a big chunk of change. Is we and Howie we trust. So trust in Howie.
I like to have my own opinion. You know what I mean? And I think we could have drafted. You know what I mean? A little late rounder. That's it. That's it. A little bit.
But I
But you know,
mean, can't
but
Jihad kind of play that role for
but
y'all?
but
Yeah, but I
Smitty,
think he gonna end up playing more linebacker than edge. You really do.
Smitty, you know, Jahad Campbell was a fucking steal at 32, right?
No. I have no problem with him at 32. Obviously, the only problem I had was him being injured coming in. I don't like injured players. That's my
I
only
mean,
knock. But other than that, like what he put on the field, I can't argue with.
bro, Benjamin Morris came to us injured.
Yeah, everybody got their opinion on players, but I just never liked it that. Bro. I like you miss right like he missing right now. Like he not a full participant until the other day. His first practice was like yesterday, I think. First full participation.
I
I mean, but
think
he there now,
with
though.
a player like Jihad, yeah, okay, he might miss a few games his rookie season, but you're thinking about the long run potential that you have with him being fully healthy with your team and being a contributor.
Yeah, but we in a window where we need first round picks got to be on the field. We ain't got a lot. We letting a lot of talent walk every year. I mean,
That's what happens when you're a good organization that drafts well and develops.
And
I
then you
don't
can't
I
pay
don't
everybody, so
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
like
So
what?
I need my first round pick to come in and I ain't gonna say be a top dog, but I need him to produce.
But
I
a
That's
pick
why I
at
don't
mean,
like
30
injuries though. That's why I
but
just don't
a
like
pick
injuries.
at 32, that's literally like you're picking 33A, right? Like he cool. The only thing is you got the 5th year option with him. So I'm be honest with you. I hear what you're saying. I just don't. I mean, Jihad, I think he's gonna be an impact player for your team in the long run.
Hey, just take your time with that boy, because we was gonna do that
Bro,
with him.
I mean, we had listen. We have drafted guys, and I've had the same. I just don't like the injuries. It ain't nothing about him as a player. I don't like dealing with injuries. I don't like you having to miss practices and things of that nature because you working out with the training staff. Like you ain't on the field because you with the training staff because you was injured. I just don't like injuries because the last few times we've took an injured player and put them on that field, that shit hasn't worked out well.
I mean, but Jihad has the chance to be a special player, though. That's
He
all
Yeah,
I can
does.
that's
tell
the
you.
He does.
difference. And then that's why I think the Bucks took that flyer on Benjamin Morrison because to me he was high on my cornerback list going into that draft for them to get him. I believe it was what 3rd round y'all got him
Nope,
like
second.
second like that's value right there. Because if
Yeah, I
you
mean,
look
because I
at the
mean, Benjamin.
cornerbacks, it was like Benjamin and Will Johnson. And like these are names
Jacob
when we're
Parrish.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
Parrish,
We got
Siobhan,
both of
like
them too.
and
yeah,
I think if
like
Benjamin don't have the hip thing, he probably go in the
Bro,
first round.
hey,
yeah, exactly, Mick.
I've been watching him in practice, bro. That boy is twisting and moving like he's in the bachata class. He's healthy. He's
Yeah,
healthy.
I mean, like he could be a very really special corner too. Like I said, if he
Yeah,
don't,
and I knew that he was special because Mike Evans, he does not fumble the ball. He made that boy fumble yesterday.
damn, that's crazy.
Mm,
That's crazy. But yeah, like Ben, I mean, like watching college football, I mean, watching, I mean, Notre Dame and watching him there, like he could be a really special player. It's just like I said, like if he don't have that hip, he's a first round pick. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, it's just like that was a common theme in this draft for corners. Like a bunch of these guys had previous injuries, and that made them slip out the first round. But for the teams that drafted them, like that's really good value.
that's good value if they
So,
can get healthy and become that player we thought they were coming out of college. So that's big. My question for Seth is, what is your expectation for your new offensive coordinator? Because I know y'all did lose homeboy to the Jags. So what do you want to see out of your offense with him?
Hey, look, we done had 6 different coordinators in the past 10 years, and we've still been a top 10 offense. I'm not worried about that.
I mean, I could definitely understand the confidence because it
Uh,
seems like whoever your OC is, the next year he's got a head coaching job.
Yeah, I mean, like you can see Todd Bowles has a great eye for offensive talent. Hell, next year Grizzard might be a fucking he might be a fucking head coach. And plus, he's well versed in the West Coast offense, aka Shanahan. So he's still going to implement that counter run play that Liam brought in last year. Uh, mm, mm.
Yeah, I
But
mean, Yeah, I'm
He
just
want to slander. He want to slander Liam so bad.
Oh, I'm trying not to, bro.
I mean, I'm
I'm
not a
trying
Jags
not
fan,
to
so I
because
don't really.
Yeah, I'm not a
what
Jazz
you
fan either.
I'm not a
So
Jags
whatever you have to say, you can
I
feel free
mean,
to
fan.
get
at
off your chest.
least he left your conference, though. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them slimy motherfuckers, like move in a division and shit. He left the
hey,
conference.
look, sir, Dave Canales did it the right way.
Story time.
Liam
I
Cohen,
mean, but Canales was always a candidate for head. Like that wasn't no surprise though. But
but
I get it.
he still did it the right way though, JMIK.
Yeah,
He didn't
he did.
he
I
didn't
mean,
blame this shit on his kids.
yeah, that's true. I can't.
That's some
You ain't
rat
got no
shit.
argument from me on that.
That's some rat shit. Like if he would have did it the right way, bro, and said, "Hey, I'm doing such and such. Thank you for your opportunity." Hey, bro, I wish all the success for you. But the way that you did that, I wish nothing but fucking failure in Duval County.
I
But
mean, I
can
don't really
two
have a problem.
things be true? Can his kid have been sick, but
That's
also
cool.
that
That's
was
cool.
that
Yeah, but you don't put your kid on the front line like that though.
No, you don't.
And you
Especially
really
this
just said that
situation.
I want to vie for a head coaching job, so I'm gonna interview with the Jets, or I want to interview with the Jets. Sorry,
The
like
thing
Wasn't
is,
it
he
something
did
like
no.
with the
Here's the
contract
thing:
though?
he did interview with the Jags. They still had that bum at GM. That's why he
And then
didn't take the job.
is it
yeah,
true? Hold
but I
on,
think
Ted.
like
Is
didn't
it
he
true
say
that
that
y'all
he didn't
said?
want to become a head coach? Like, didn't he say that?
Yeah, he
I
did.
thought it was something like after they had interviewed that he's like I guess the Bucks told him like if you take the second interview with the Jags, the deal we have for you is off the table.
That's because no, you got to remember the timeline. He had that interview with the Jags, but remember the Jags were interviewing a lot of these
Yeah.
top prospect
Yeah.
head coach. Nobody wanted to work with the GM that they had at the time, whose
Steve
name I
Ball.
can't remember. Yeah, Buck.
Steve
They
Ball.
didn't. They
Yeah.
didn't want to work with him, and so that's why when Liam left, that's when all of a sudden I think it was the next day he gone, Bucky gone, and then the Jacks doubled back with Liam. Yeah, I do agree. It was kind of a little slimy and how that whole played out, but Liam, I don't care. Anytime you get a head coaching opportunity, you want that.
I mean,
So
I get that, but like it go back to like we get it. He interviewed the first time, but after the interview, he said he didn't want to be a head coach. And so
yeah,
he
he
went
said
back to
that.
Tampa. He
He
said
only said that because Steve Bulk was there, and
true.
Exactly. And
after
to
that first interview, he came back to Tampa. The
mhm,
Glazers offered him $15 million a year to be their OC,
mhm.
the highest paid OC in the fucking league. He was making more than some of these head coaches.
and I
But
But
to
just
your
think,
point, Smith, it was when he went back to Tampa that had that
That's
conversation
what I was
about
saying. That's what I
and
was
yeah,
yeah,
saying.
and
it was
they only did a
yeah,
handshake talk. It wasn't
Yeah.
nothing on paper.
Because that was after the first interview, and then they were like, "Well, look, they
yeah,
offered him the deal,
they
and it's
had
like, hey,
that
look, you can't take that
conversation.
second one."
Exactly.
That's why I felt like when it became sucker shit, because you use your kid to kind of sneak the interview in, and then if it
yeah,
wouldn't have went the right way, you would have stayed with the Bucks.
yeah. I mean, like it's simple. It's like he put his kid on the front line for an excuse. And I mean, as a man, like I ain't got no kids, but if I did, I just couldn't do that. Like if if I want to interview with somebody, that I'm gonna just be upfront. I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna tell you.
It's
And
not
I
You
mean,
even
take
like
your
that.
deal,
that
you
shit was
take your
kind of
deal.
sucker shit.
You take
It's
your
not
deal, you
even
take
that.
it.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I would not do that. I would not put none of my family members for all them gunshots that are about to come my way. No.
yeah. But I mean, yeah. I
But
mean,
to really
I just
answer your
expected it to
question,
be what it was.
Pop, I expect our offense and Grizzard because he has learned under Liam and he has learned under Sean McVay because people forget that he was a pass game coordinator for Sean McVay in 21 or 22. So I expect our offense to be similar, but with his touch, with the same numbers, same 55-45 pass to run percentage. And I still expect us to be a top 10 offense.
So, how do you feel about the Tristan Wirfs injury? Because I mean, so Tristan Wirfs for a lot of people, he considered to be the best left tackle in football. So, not to have him for at least the first 4 weeks of the season, like, does that concern you?
Yes, the only two games that I'm really concerned about is probably two of the toughest games on our schedule is the Texans and the Eagles.
Okay.
The Falcons, I know that they had drafted two edge rushers, but they're unproven. So I'm not worried until I see it in person.
Okay. I mean, to get what like the Eagles and and you got what the Eagles and the Chiefs in what the first 4 weeks of the season?
No, week 1 I got the Falcons, week 2 I got the Texans, week 3
Oh,
the
the Texans.
Jets, and then week 4 the Eagles.
Man, that's a lot of pass rushes in the first 4 weeks. I mean, like even the Jets, I expect y'all to beat the Jets, but the Jets do have a good, edge rusher, and Will Johnson. I'll say that. So
yeah, but Aaron Glenn doesn't have a good scheme.
I don't disagree with you there either. But the Jets fans, like love him to death. So huh?
He the new sliced bread, huh?
Yeah.
I just never got the hype on him because the Detroit defense last couple of years it ain't really been that great. Yeah, I mean like they're ultra aggressive, they blitz a lot, but they give up a lot.
The highest ranked his defense was in his tenure at Detroit was 17th.
Yeah.
Most of the time it was in the 20s.
I mean, the good thing about his defense is for some reason is like to get turnovers. Like that's one thing you can say about his defense.
It's DB centric.
Yeah.
That's why when Carlton Davis was with us, he looked like pure and absolute shit at times. Because we ran the zone scheme. Aaron Glenn runs a man scheme, and Carlton Davis has looked like a fucking champion in that scheme.
Yeah, I think he's more of a man corner than a zone corner. And I mean, like we signed him this offseason, and I mean, we've always typically run a lot of man, so I think he should be fine this year for us. So
he will flourish in a man scheme.
Yeah.
They said,
yes, sir.
We play week 6, man. You think this the year?
What do you mean this the year what that we finally beat y'all bum bitches?
Damn, why I gotta be all that though?
Because hey, look, man, I'm just tired of y'all goddamn gold diggers always talking shit. Oh, we own y'all. We own y'all.
I ain't never said that to you, brother.
Hey,
Like why you taking it out on me? Like why?
I know you haven't, bro. But just like how some fan bases hold me accountable for shit that my fan base
Wow.
say, I got to do the same for you, good brother.
Damn, that's fucked up. Okay, all right. Well, is this the year you bum ass niggas finally beat Shanahan or what? I mean, what's up?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. This year, just looking at your roster, it looks like it's the weakest it has been in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's a real good chance that we might win that game.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I know we favored in that game. No, we're not. You're on 1.5, a point and a half.
Is that game in Tampa or in San Fran?
No, it's in Tampa. We always playing fucking Tampa, man.
We
don't, nigga. We've played in Tampa like 4 years in a row.
Let's just hope Baker Mayfield can stiff arm Nick Bosa again.
This nigga asked, "Is it in Tampa?" Yeah, it's in Tampa, nigga. What else has it been?
Yeah, we always play them in Tampa too. How this shit, man.
Yeah. So
no, I'm serious though. Like 4 straight times in Tampa though.
I think it's our 4th straight, ain't it?
And then y'all niggas will be all right, man. I mean,
Smitty, we haven't played in Philly since Jameis dropped 6 on y'all in that.
So talking about the Bucks. So like, what are your expectations in terms of? A lot of people got y'all winning the division. Some people got y'all going to the Super Bowl. Where do you see your team going exactly?
Most of y'all know if you interacted with me, I'm more level headed than say like Fletch and Capo.
Hey, don't talk about Fletch in the comments now. Fletch in the comments now.
Okay, bro, that shit.
Shout out Fletch, but
Fletch not irrational.
My floor is 8 games and my ceiling is 12, and I say we're a second round team.
I just how you just gonna swing on Fletch like that? Like he ain't did nothing.
Yeah, come on, man.
I mean, sometimes you catch the bullets, man.
Hey, look, see what Fletch said? I'm a cook, you said.
Hey, cook me, nigga. You already cook with your dark skin ass.
That's crazy.
That was
crazy. That's crazy right there. That's crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But yeah,
Color of them.
my ceiling is. I mean, my floor is 8. My ceiling is 12. Second round. That's my only question. I got to see Baker get past the second round because he hasn't.
So in terms of the division, like who do you view as like the biggest threat?
The Panthers.
Interesting. So you see them taking the jump this year? Then that's what you're saying.
I do.
Okay.
Because this is the first time in Bryce Young college and professional career he has continuity in the coaching staff.
Interesting. I thought you said the Falcons, but hey, man.
Me too.
The Falcons are the Falcons. I know Raheem Morris. He used to be my coach. He breaks down at the end of the season.
Okay. I would like to argue with you, but he kind of.
I want to eat it. Listen, I'm waiting for E to come off mute.
I'm not taking the shot because I know Raheem because he was my coach and he breaks down and he showed you what he did last year.
But to say that was years ago. And then because of y'all organization, how y'all were back then, what do you expect that to happen? I mean, again, he's have learned and different things like that. Yeah, we may have had a meltdown like we did, but that was because of the quarterback play and them sitting over here and trusting what our quarterback and Kirk Cousins was even saying. So I'm not gonna sit over and say that he's gonna break down. Yes, the Falcons can Falcons, but we actually got a little bit more this year, like better than anything I have seen over the past. And trust me, I've been yelling pass rush for this team for years. Our last good pass rusher was John Abraham, and if you know how long ago that was, that should actually tell you a lot. So there you go. We haven't
2014.
Like I said, so that shows you where we at. That was our last good pass rusher that we had. I ain't counting Mike. People like, well, what about Beasley? I'm not counting him. We don't even recognize 44. So that's that little tip. There you go. That was 1 year. So we again, I heard your comments about our rookie. Yeah, okay, they're rookies. We can see, but again, I know Jalen Walker. I'm a Georgia fan. I know what he can produce. I wasn't a big fan of James Pierce because again, he played for Tennessee. But at the same token, from what I'm hearing from camp, I haven't actually saw it yet. I'm going up this upcoming week. But what I'm hearing from camp and what everybody is saying, he's the real deal. So we going to see. Yeah, I don't talk until the beginning of the season because preseason don't tell me nothing. But I have faith in what they're doing. Now, I'll be the first one to say, I ain't got faith. But this year, I actually think that we are doing something and putting something together. And I believe that Raheem, even when Raheem was our interim coach, taking over from Dan Quinn when we started off 0-7, they finished off strong. So, again, there's that. But we'll see.
I'm sorry. I'm not a believer in Raheem Morris. I'm not.
Is it because of your experience more than
My
her
experience and the things that I have seen when he was an interim head coach?
I don't know, man. This is a different team, dog.
Yeah, okay, I mean that's all. The personnel different, team different. I mean, like I said, I can't deny that it happened. It happened last year. I mean, so I can't deny that. I mean, they would lead the division and then they let y'all catch them. So that's what happened. But I mean, it's a new year. They got new players now.
And Dan, you're a little late. He said that was his biggest concern in the division.
Well, the biggest concern was the Panthers.
Yeah, no, he said ask him if he's worried about the Panthers.
Oh,
he already said the Panthers.
Yeah.
I am.
I mean, the Panthers are a lot of people's sleeper team, and I can see why because a lot of people.
They're one of mine.
Yeah, like Bryce, like a lot of people wrote off Bryce after the first year, which
and so that their defense is what it is, and so they can prove that their defense is what it is. The Panthers gonna be just what the Panthers is gonna be. We haven't it.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I said about the Panthers defense last year was they had a lot of injuries, and JC always is hurt. So it's hard for me to say. Well, if JC stay healthy, JC would play. He's going to his 4th, 5th year. He's only had one healthy year, so I can't with good faith say, well, if JC healthy, I can't use that term because the man ain't been healthy. And I mean, Derek Brown, he got hurt. It was the first year he really been hurt. But I mean, like if those guys could stay healthy, I think I'm not saying they're gonna have a top 15 unit because I don't got a lot of faith in them. But I think they could be better than they were last year. So
the problem with EE's defense, and I say EE because I can't pronounce the Carolina's DC's name because it's African. But EE, his scheme requires fast linebackers, and he does not have fast linebackers. That's one of the biggest weaknesses on that team.
Don't Carolina got like a tough schedule?
Uh,
Are you talking about
no,
like overall? I think it's
Yeah.
kind of middle of the pack. If you look at strength of schedule, it's like
I
middle of
know
the pack.
the whole NFC South. We play the NFC West and the AFC East this year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? Wait a minute. Do we? Oh shit.
Y'all play the whole
Yeah,
South this year.
and then y'all play the AFC South, sir, as your other division.
Yeah, I think we should sweep Carolina.
Actually, Carolina is if you like see like I'll tell the people, man, I hate strength of schedule at this time of the year. I really do because the shit
Yeah.
to me
Yeah.
it don't mean shit. But this is all got to go off of. I just looked it up. Like the Panthers have the 5th easiest schedule.
Mm.
Oh, damn.
So
Yeah, I
I
didn't
mean,
think
Hey,
the schedule
Flet
was
said
tough
something
to
about their
fill.
cornerback too, Michael Jackson.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he's
Oh
the
yeah.
corner that's starting opposite of Horn, who kind of he played a pretty decent season for the Panthers considering, but that's not saying much considering they were the historically worst defense in the league last year. But he kind
Like
of flashed for them in games.
I'm not doubting that the Panthers are going to get better, but like I don't know, man. I don't see this jump that people talking about. Um,
And I think their
I
offense
I,
is going
I
to be a
like what they're
problem.
doing. Uh,
Like I mean, offensively, I think offensively they're going to be a problem. Like I think they got multiple wide receivers that are, I mean, Thielen's getting older, but
um,
he's still productive. I mean, they drafted the kid Tet. Like if you read the camp reports, Tet been really good.
Xavier been.
I
How you
mean,
feel
yeah,
about
Xavier, like
Xavier?
I was high on
yeah,
him
They
coming
got
into the year,
but
and
they
I
got
mean,
JMIK, I'm
I
still,
I hope these boys pan out to be what they saying they are.
but
Cause
JMIK,
I,
go
cause
ahead, my bad.
I mean it's a lot of reports and shit. There's a lot of talent that came out. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff from a lot of different camps about a lot of different rookies, man. So I hope so. I want to see it.
well, I'll say this. I think the chemistry Bryce got with some of those wide receivers that was on the team, like Coker is a name. Um, I think he can build that up. I don't know what's the disconnect between him and Xavier Leggett, but it is what it is. I think Leggett hands is becoming an issue that I saw in college. It's still plaguing him to this day.
I
Um,
mean, so was his route
but I
running too.
do,
His
yeah,
ability to create spaces.
yeah,
Oh my
That route
god.
running been
yeah,
bad. What I've
yeah.
seen.
It's this. It's absolutely terrible, and that's why I kind of didn't like him going to the Panthers because he was going to be the one option, but he needed to be on the team where he's not the one he can kind of develop. But we'll see how that plays out. My biggest thing for the Panthers, though, it's a point that Seth brought up. I'm not big on that linebacker group, and I'm not a big fan of what they got in the secondary as of right now on paper. I'm not a big fan of it at all. I
The
do
D
think they
line is
addressed the
amazing.
D line. Yeah, they addressed
Yeah.
that D line. I think they got some guys on it, but it's when you get to the linebackers, the safeties, and even cornerback two that I'm just like I'm not sold on this at all.
I mean, yeah, like when you talk about the secondary, there's just not there's not a lot out of JC. After JC, there's just not a lot there that I like. I mean, granted, I mean they drafted Nick Scorton, who a
He
lot of
got
people like.
healthy.
I wasn't as high on Nick as a lot of other people, but I still think he's going to be good. I just think like the hype is, to me, he's a little overhyped, but I think he'll be a solid, a solid backer.
If
Um,
JC plays a full season, does he implement himself somewhere in that top 10 cornerback?
I mean, some people got him in the top 10 already. Like,
I mean, he played
I
all
know
of
a lot of
last
people got him not.
year.
yeah, I mean, but I think he has another year like he had last year. I think you got to put him in the top 10.
Yeah,
Like,
because he
That's
was
what I'm saying. Because
healthy
I'm around
for
I
the
think
9, 10.
most
outside of last
time.
year, if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't played a full season outside of last
Yes,
year, right?
yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's true.
that's
Yeah,
true. That's
yeah.
true. But when he did play last year, it's what we saw out of the eight, nine, 10 games we saw the previous seasons, but we had a full season of it. So I do agree, like to your point, Smitty, if he can repeat being healthy in the season, I think he could potentially get up into those conversations. Because he was in those talks coming out of college. We just never got to really see him kind of fully form,
Yeah.
kind of like the conversation people were having about Derek Stingley with the Texans. It's like we know his ability, but can we see it consistently with him being healthy? And I think that's the same question with Horn right now.
Yeah, and I mean, like, so I mean, for the defense, to me, the strong point of defense is the D line, but I also got to see, and then I get they had a lot of injured pieces last year, but they also got to stop the run. Like, they gave up 3,000 yards on the ground, like that don't normally happen every year, like hardly ever. So, I mean, yeah, I think that pass rush would be crazy, but they got to be able to stop the run. They can't
They're
do
close
that.
to 200 a game.
I mean,
Damn near.
Yeah, it was. They had literally the worst rushing defense. They were 32nd in rushing defense, and they gave over 3,000 yards rushing. Like, I mean, even saying that, like, they were still in a lot of games. But like I said, like, if their offense, as good as everybody thinks it's going to be, if their offense can make a jump, and really score a lot of points, and that if Bryce builds on the year he had last year, I think their offense will score a lot of points. It's just their defense has got to be able to stop people. If they can't,
JMIK, OJB asked the question. He said, "Do you wasn't that because Brown was hurt?"
I mean, that's part of the
But
reason.
Brown got hurt the first game of the season, so
Yeah.
he had been out essentially the entire year.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
even with him there, I mean,
yeah, I
no,
mean,
it was only a 1-game sample size for him, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, Derek Brown, like, a lot of people put him in like D tackles before last year. They were putting him in the top 5. Like, like, a lot of people view him as like one of those game changing like D tackles. And I mean, like, when I say these names, I'm not saying he's like, he hasn't his, like some people in the conversation were like Quentin with the Jets. Dexter Lawrence obviously to me he's better than him, but like that's the conversations that Derek Brown is starting to be in. And so
and then also to that question, they only had Derek Brown on that line. So once he went out, it was done. It was over with. I think they did a better job this offseason on addressing those deficiencies they had on the D line. So we could see how that plays. But I'm gonna be honest, it was Derek Brown and J.C. Horn. That's all they had on defense for real.
Yeah. And I mean, and I think the scary thing for me is if their front on passing downs cannot get to the quarterback, like I get it, they got JC, but like if I, I mean, like if I'm an offense and I don't want to go to JC side, I'm gonna go to Michael Jackson's side, and that, and then I'm gonna target the safeties. Like I'm gonna target Nick Scott, and I mean, what's his name, Travion Morig. I'm gonna target those guys because I don't. Well, outside of JC, I don't like their secondary at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I don't either.
So I mean, if their front four can get pressure, then it's a whole different story. Because if your front four get consistent pressure, or your front three, or whatever base that you're running, like you don't have to have the greatest corners or safeties.
I think they run a 4-3 over there.
4-3. So yeah. So if
they switch to a 3-4.
Yeah, I think they're running a 3-4 here.
Got you.
But if their front four, their front three, or front whatever they're rushing the quarterback, if they don't get there, their secondary is gonna have some problems. I mean, that's just what I see.
Yeah, and that's why it's like it's hard to evaluate them right now on what potential they can be. Because I think we all agree that offense could be something. It's defensively, I need to see them play at least 6-7 games to see how that's working for them.
Yeah.
They spent $80 million on that defensive line this year. Yeah, we need to see what they can do.
But yeah, I mean, like Panthers. I mean, the Panthers are a lot of people sleeper team in the NFC, and I can see why. Like I mean, towards the end of the season, like I mean, they had a chance to beat the Eagles if Xavier Legette could catch the football. They had a chance to win that game. And they had other chances last year. I mean, even with a terrible defense.
Yeah, no, they had some. They was in some games, especially the latter part of the season. It's just like that Legette not catching that ball. Also that fumble in the overtime game they had with the Bucks that kind of like took a couple of those wins away from them.
Yeah, so I mean, like the potential is there. Like I see it, but like for me to feel comfortable calling them a sleeper team, like I need to see this defense. Like, I mean, like I'll probably watch a couple of their preseason games. I mean, I'm not going to be able to see much because it's going to be real vanilla. Because that's what most teams do with their defense is just be straight vanilla. But yeah, like before I'm comfortable saying that they're gonna make it to the playoffs or they're gonna win this many games, like I got to see how that defense performs.
I agree.
But I'm still
there's one person on this panel I know they don't want to talk about. Yeah, man.
What are you talking
We
about? The
gon-
swamp rats?
hold on, swamp rat. You call the Saints the swamp rats?
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
You
I
thought
What?
the
mean, the
NFC,
names that
you thought the NFC East was vicious, huh?
I mean,
I mean, you got on this panel. You got the top three teams. Well, I don't even know why y'all spent that much talking about the Panthers anyway, because they
Um,
still trying to find a they still trying to find a rival at this point. So
I mean, I mean to be fair, like we don't have a Panthers representative, so somebody had to talk about it. I'm
no,
just
no,
saying.
you don't need to talk about them. What's the point of talking about them? They still trying to find a rival. They try to stick to the Saints. They try to go to the Bucks. They think they got one with us. I'm like, yeah, no.
I'm sorry, we got more of a rivalry with the Saints, Eagles, and the Rams than we do the Panthers.
yeah,
There
for
you go.
sure.
I mean, if I even want to throw something back, I mean, hell, we can have a small little rivalry with the 49ers when we was in the West. I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
no.
I do want to address this quick comment about Jimmy Horn Jr. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he could be a
those
problem
are
with the
facts.
Panthers. I liked him in the draft. I was kind of upset they took him because I wasn't expecting him to, you know, get into my division. To be honest, I was hoping, but now Jimmy Horn, I like his ability, especially deep ball. He got speed. He's a little twitchy, small guy, but he do got some good hands, in my
But I mean,
opinion.
my question about Jimmy though, do we know he gonna make that team though?
That's the question. Because they
Because I
got a lot
mean,
of talent over there in that camp
yeah,
right
because I'm
now.
talking about, I mean, because Ted obviously making the team, Adam Thielen making the team. I'd be surprised if Xavier don't make. He gonna make the team, and then but
I think
behind
Hunter
them,
Renfro might have a
And,
spot.
yeah, you got
mm,
Hunter, you got
And
David
I'm
Moore, you got Jalen Cole. Like there's a lot
Nah,
of
Coke.
guys.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Coker makes the squad. I
Oh yeah,
do.
yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, I think Coker makes the squad just because
Not
you
over there.
saw that connection between him and Bryce. You don't want to take that away from Bryce.
and
And also
Um,
think if
also
you try to if you try to cut Jimmy and put him on the practice, I don't think he's gonna make it to the practice squad. I
I
think
don't think so. I think his way to make the team, honestly, gonna be special teams.
yeah,
Like if you
that's
want to
probably
make sure
true.
you secure your roster spot, you gotta do something in special teams. And I saw a
But I
couple of things that's what they're gonna try to work out with him in these preseason games. See like what he can do in that regard. But I do agree with you, JMIK. He is not gonna last on a practice squad if he go there.
and I mean, like I mean, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about the Panthers. Like they drafted Trevor Etienne. Like I mean, Trevor. I mean, you could put him back there on punt. So like that just even make it harder for Jimmy. So
Yeah, no, J-Mick, you cannot put Trevor back there out there on no punts. Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
I didn't say you should. I said you could. I said you could try that. That's all I'm saying.
also it's going to be hard for
Mm-mm.
Jimmy to make that team because Dave Canales doesn't run a whole lot of four wide receiver sets.
Yeah, at all.
At most three.
And
Well,
then you mix in the tight ends, and that's another question. But
I mean, Jimmy
we
gonna
don't have
stick
to go
somewhere
there.
though. Like, because I mean, the skills that Jimmy has, like somebody, he'll be on somebody's team. So
Yeah, no, I think he can make a roster. It being the Panthers, I think that's the question.
yeah,
I'm not quite sure because I
Just
do
wait till
think they
somebody.
are solidified with some of those spots.
Just wait till some of these. God forbid, some of these wide receivers start getting hurt.
I mean, that's what Jimmy got to hope for. Because, like I
Yeah.
said, on the pen, I trust me, like, I want him to make the team, but I just don't know if he's gonna make this team.
Right. But Pop, let's talk about these Saints gang. You know what I mean? We're waiting to talk
I
about the
mean, we
Saints for
don't
all damn day.
really have to, but okay.
I understand. But it's some things I like about your team, and I know it's some things you hate about your
What?
team. What? I like Rashid Shaheed. I like Alvin Kamara. I like Chris Olave when he don't got headaches.
Do you know? You know what? I'm gonna let you keep saying what you saying to me, but
I
I
do
did
like
like
those
my
three though.
point.
I do like what you got on the offensive line and the young pieces. I don't know about the older pieces, but I do like the young guys that you brought in on the O line. I think Cam should be doing his farewell tour, but like
I want him
And I
locked
I
heard
out
do
the
in
like
this
some
first
stuff.
round
building.
draft pick is though, like I mean, he's having a good camp from what I heard.
Yeah, I like what they got in the young pieces, but I do know like the injury history in the Saints has been kind of bad. A lot of your players do be like Rashid Shaheed last year. I thought he was gonna have a crazy season, and he go down with an injury. So what's your? I mean, obviously your expectations are low. So Shit, I don't even know. Like, ask her expectations. She already told me what them shit said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be
I
as
think a
bad
lot
as
of the Saints
possible.
fans,
I don't
yeah, I
have
think
no
a lot of fans,
expectations.
yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of Saints fans don't really have any expectations. They just want to get through the season and then try to get that one pick. A lot of them want Arch, or a lot of them just like give us
Nah,
a top end.
yeah, no, I don't think Art. Like I've been saying
No,
this,
no, he ain't coming
like
out,
for a while. He's not coming out
jumping
this
out.
next draft cycle. Like if you and I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to be bad 2 years in a row. It's very difficult.
What?
Shit, and we did it. So so shit. Ain't that
Oh,
hard?
Pop, what
Well,
do you think is hard?
well,
What?
J
Oh,
Mick,
wait, wait.
you gotta understand, J
But
Mick. Y'all lost Tom Brady, and then it really set y'all back. Like that really
yeah, and
set y'all
y'all
back.
was depleted with a lot of talent for a little minute, JMIK. So, but y'all back. I think y'all kind of back with what y'all have done the
No,
last 2 3 years,
I'm,
though.
I'm trying to understand your statement. You said it's hard to be bad 2 years in a row. Did you not
To
watch
get
the
the
Bucks from?
number one pick, yes.
Did you watch
We
the
definitely
Bucks from
tried
oh?
it. So
Pop. Did you watch the Bucks from '07 to 2020?
Okay,
Thank you.
but said, like y'all wasn't in the first. Okay, I'll take that back. Y'all was, especially like in the mid 2010s. So I'll take that back. You're right. You're right, said. You're right because y'all also was going through quarterbacks, coordinators, and head coaches. So yeah, you are absolutely correct. But y'all got the ship right eventually.
Yeah, and the ship don't sink, and we're gonna be bad for another 20 years.
I'm crying. But nah, like I'm gonna be honest, we were absolutely horrible and we still managed to stay at the bottom of the top 10 because other teams decided they wanted to lose just as bad as we did too. I
Yeah,
don't know, bro.
especially when they was going, what was that, 3 seasons, 7-9, and y'all was still picking up there. So
Yeah, we were still in like the top 15.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, but I like what you got a little bit. Obviously, I know you ain't sold on the quarterback, but
are you sold on some of the videos you seen out of camp?
I would. I told you I like the Spencer Rattler.
I
I
I
told you I
remember
didn't want to
I
see
went out
Tyler
there in
show.
the 7 on
I
7
watched
drills, and
them.
I'm like,
Listen,
I
I
ain't
watched
never
them
seen.
videos.
Yeah,
Somebody
like
gonna get killed if Tyler show play. I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Because like personally, like I watched a lot of 7 on 7 in my time, and what I seen him do on the 7 on 7 drill, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to just be scrambling around trying to scramble and run for yards in the 7. That's not
Hey,
what a 7 on 7 drill is built
This
for.
ain't I been saying I don't have no quarterback on this team. I've been saying this.
Yes, you
I
have.
mean,
Yes.
and the thing about Tyler is if he try to do that in a real game, he gonna get hurt. I'm telling you
Tyler,
that. I mean, and he got the injury history to prove that. So
Mm-hmm.
Tyler is not going to be the same starting quarterback week one.
I mean, Spencer didn't look that great last year either, though.
Spencer is the
Nobody
most
looks great.
Spencer is the most qualified quarterback to run Kevin Smith's rollout quarterback system.
I mean, he's the most qualified, but then you got to understand that the new coach, he had to want to draft Tyler Show because it take Tyler Show where he
He
took
did.
Tyler went
Hey,
way too early.
Darren trying to start
J
some
Mick.
craziness.
Well, listen, I saw it and I'm like, I had this conversation all the time with people in the division. I don't want to do it here.
Look, that's
Like,
why they didn't get it.
yeah, like I don't. Like,
I mean,
I talk about this all the time. Like,
who's he a fan of? That's my question. Because like,
I don't
why you
know.
just want to start this violence for, man?
He came with the straight violence. He woke up with pistols on his mind.
is this Darian the Eagles fan?
No, that's a Falcon fan.
That's the
That's
Falcon.
a Falcons
Yeah,
fan.
the Notre Dame
Okay.
Falcon. Yeah, it's not Drake London, Darian. That's what I know.
Mm.
Who is Drake London compared to, or who is he most
Like his
called?
comp.
It's calm.
He's a baby who?
Mm,
He's
What
a
they want to say?
baby who?
Julio?
Oh,
No.
see
Oh, that's
that's who it is.
nah.
oh straight
Oh,
violence.
that's D
That's
Money though.
That
That's
completely
would make
the
sense.
understandable.
Now, like
Viking.
No.
that's why D Money trying to start trouble. That now that shit
Mm,
make more sense.
Oh, that's D
yeah.
Money.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Oh.
Viking. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh.
Now it
No.
makes sense.
A lot of people call Drake London a baby Mike Evans. because he's
Mm.
a high punter like him.
I mean,
But he's not. Okay, I hear
I
it.
mean, I guess I could see it, but
I,
But it's
I,
only a
I,
two wide receiver race though.
I mean, Chris Olave
no,
is pretty good too, man.
no.
When
Well,
he don't have a headache.
okay.
Yeah, I
There you
mean, yeah.
go, JMIK.
Oh, you
Nah,
using my line now, sir?
What are you talking about? I've been calling Tua a headache too.
I
Oh
he
yeah,
mean
to
said
a big headache.
baby
I've been
Tony
calling
gonna
Tua
be
a headache too, nigga. What you
solid.
mean?
I mean, he telling the truth. I mean, I do want to see a little bit out of Chris Olave, but them headaches be stopping that boy from being able
Can
to
I
do
tell
it.
y'all
I mean,
something real quick? In my little research about Chris Olave, this man has had 5 concussions, 4 of
Yeah,
them in the NFL, 2 of them last year.
yeah, it's
He's
true.
missed a total of 10 games in the last 2 years due to
but
concussions.
that's 10 too many, and that's too many concussions to be
Yeah,
having.
exactly,
And what?
exactly.
And he's what, year 4? Him
Yeah,
is
he's
what,
year,
Yes,
year
yeah, he's year
4?
yes,
four.
going
Yeah,
Yeah,
into year
that
4. Yeah, that's a
that's
lot.
that's
Hey,
too much. That's too much.
but if I had to
Pop,
say the best
just be happy
wideout,
you got your version of Percy Harvin.
yeah, I mean, to me, the best wideout in the
Don't do
division.
Percy like that.
I mean, to me, I gotta say, like Mike Evans. I gotta roll with Mike Evans, man. I know he's getting older, but that's who I'm gonna say is the best wideout in the
I
Number one,
mean,
number
it
one
was the
Evans,
same thing.
number 2 London.
No, I
yeah.
mean, to be honest with you, it was the same way when Julio was in there. If Julio would have never stayed hurt like he was, he was the top one in the NFC South, if we really want to be honest back then. But
No, that's
yeah.
facts.
No,
No, that's facts.
I'm gonna be real. If that man can score in the red zone, he would probably be one of the best wideouts ever.
Facts.
I agree with that. That's why I said if he didn't stay hurt, like he stayed hurt, because that foot injury cost him back in 13, and then them hamstrings.
They
So
started to
yes,
go on the latter
they
part of his
started to
career.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
my
that
my thing with Chris Olave is, one, I didn't want him coming out of college because he did have that concussion. And I'm just a firm believer, once you have one, them concussions just keep on coming. They just keep coming. And I had that issue with Brandon Cooks. I didn't want him, but we got him. And I'm like, okay, fine. I saw last year, and I'm like, get this man inside. Get him. Like, I understand Olave wants to play on the outside, but you are going to, in your career, if you keep taking these hard hits, because your body is not built for it. You cannot take that type of damage, clearly, and it's showing. So
That's true, but the quarterback ain't help him either, though.
I
I mean,
agree.
but I mean, it's the same thing with Calvin Ridley. I'm bringing Calvin Ridley up there. That man was scared of a first down and scared to go sit over there and go attack things in the middle.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Mike.
here's the
I agree with
funny
that.
thing: Olave invites the contact. You just can't handle it. That's
I mean, he
Now,
the
invites it, but like
now,
like Carr was just
Yeah, he on
throwing him
violence,
hospital
bro.
balls, though.
He on violence, bro.
now,
yeah,
Pop,
but I mean,
the one concussion that Zion and AWJ gave him week 6, was that his second one or was that his first one
that was his third.
of last year?
No, that was his. Oh, you talking about just last year? That was his
Yeah,
first one.
that was
Yeah,
his
that was his
first
first.
one.
He
Okay,
yeah, he got the second one against the Panthers, which knocked him out for the season.
okay,
Which I
okay.
think was
Yeah,
like 3 weeks after y'all game said.
yeah,
Hmm.
because he
Okay.
had just brought him back and then he got hit again and everybody was like, did he literally
hmm
just get a concussion after coming back again? So yeah.
Yeah, but that Panthers one was violent. Like yeah.
And I keep going back looking at that hit that he took when he got sandwiched by them two.
hmm
Neither one of them hit him in his head.
No, it was the going to the ground part that concussed
Oh,
him.
his head bounced off the
He
ground.
yeah, he banged his
Okay,
head off when he went to the
okay,
ground. That's what concussed him.
okay, okay, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sometimes it can just be a little whiplash too. The little whiplash and the head jerking back in the
hmm
Yeah,
helmet
that
can
too.
give him one too. So
hmm
I mean, but if
Yeah,
I
so
had to
that's
say
my
who's like the
biggest
third best wide
concern.
receiver in the division, I would still say Chris Olave though.
Who third best in that division?
Yeah, third best. Yeah,
Now I'm gonna be honest with
I say
you. I
Chris.
put him fourth, and that's only because
So I mean, who you putting
I give
third?
the Bucks. I give the Bucks two. I give them Mike Evans and Godwin. I think
I
those
would
are
have gave him
two.
Godwin, but Godwin not going into the season. I mean, healthy though. That's
I'm
I
my
I'm
can't.
not
question.
I'm not I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking
Oh, in
about just
general,
I
okay.
them.
can't put.
Yeah, just them as players is Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. and then I'll put Drake London, and then Olave comes after that.
Interesting.
I
That's
guess
how I
y'all
had the
forget.
rankings.
I
You say
guess
that,
damn
Chris?
Thielen gets no respect, huh?
I mean, Thielen just getting old, man. Like, I
Oh,
mean, he's a good
I
wide
mean,
receiver though.
Thielen was good when he was playing with the Vikings. I mean, he's good playing over
Yeah.
here, but his season and his highlights and everything where he got his name was when he was with the Vikings.
Yeah, I agree. I do think he's still a quality wide receiver, but like putting him in like the top 4, even top 3, that's a little tough for me, considering the talent that we already have in the division.
Yeah, I think we got another question too.
Yeah. So Ebony, coming from D Money, he says,
Yeah.
"Do you believe in the Penix and Pitt
Hey, don't,
connection?"
first of all, don't be calling out my real name like that. Jesus.
Oh my bad.
Had me looking crazy over here in the store when I heard my name. Don't do that now.
Hey, D Money, I would never trust left-handed quarterbacks.
Wait, hold on. What was his question?
Do you believe in Penix and Pitt's connection?
At this point, we got to see it on the field because the last time we seen that, I almost slapped the dog taste. Some kids was walking past, and I almost said something else. But I almost slapped the dog taste out of Pitts when he gave when we played the New York Giants, and he was trying to go in and score that touchdown, and he just gave the pick to the CB, and that kind of pissed me off. So we gonna see. They said that they've been working with each other over the course, been hanging out, been building that connection up. So we gonna see. I mean, Kyle hasn't really been. I'm not gonna really blame it on Kyle, but two, I'm still gonna blame it on Kyle. He has not been the most consistent tight end. I get it that coming from playing from Matt Ryan to Marcus Mariota to Desmond Ritter to Kirk Cousins and to now to Penix. Yeah, he's been through a lot, but I'm still gonna get on him about it. Even though one year, yes, he did tear his ACL, so that was another thing. But we gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see how that connection goes. I know he started off training camp kind of like on injured with his foot. So we gonna see, but they got him out there the first day of practice. They said that they were feeding it to him. So we gonna see. We gonna see.
Mhm.
I believe the connection is there, but again, it's gonna be based off of. It's really gonna be based off of what Pitts can do. Penix wants to get him the ball. He wants to use him, and it's up to Pitts to continue on. So
Yeah, now I do have a question for you, E. It's about your center position. Like, what
hold on, cause my
do
service
you
is
want?
get you right now. So repeat your question, because my service just kind of went out.
It's about the center because I know y'all's left to go to the Bears. So I want to know, like, what is your expectation or what do you desire out of the player that's replacing what you lost?
I kind of wanted them to try to pick up a vet in off season, but they kind of went with what we already had, and I think that's
Mm-hmm.
Storm. I know Storm played a little bit of it, but so yeah. To be honest with you, I'm really not concerned on the center. I'm more concerned of my right tackle right now. That's pretty much my main
Mm-hmm.
concern. Because since Penix is a left-hand thrower, that put McGarry as his blind spot protector. And if you know
Mm-hmm.
Falcon fans, we've been really hard hitting on McGarry. So again,
Mm-hmm.
that's really more of my concern. Last year, even when our center had went out for a couple of games, we were fine in that, and we still have a couple of those pieces. But I did want them to go get a vet, so I do believe that we can move forward with the center that we got. But definitely left tackle is going to be on our board, and if the center position does not pan out the way we want, definitely going to be a center for next year.
Got you. That's understandable too, specifically about the right tackle position with Penix being a
Oh,
lefty. So for sure.
yeah, and this is the Falcons' second time we're having a left-handed quarterback, so we're gonna see how this one goes. We're gonna see
Mm-hmm.
how this one gonna work. Not no, but I'm gonna say this, and this is not a jab at Vic. Everybody knew this, but we know that Penix is in the playbook. That's all we know that. We know he in the playbook. So
Nah, I
that's a
think
good
we
start.
can all be honest. Like he was very like Vic was a very raw talent. So.
Well, the thing is, they let Vic be Vic. He was a superstar of Atlanta. They let
Mm-hmm.
Vic be Vic, and he didn't get into the
Mm-hmm.
playbook. That's why I respect the hell out of Andy Reid, because even with him going up there to the Eagles, he got the quarterback that all the Falcon fans wish we would have had before the whole dogfighting incident, and
Yeah,
Penix would have
yeah,
really
yeah. I
got into the
got you.
books.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
got you.
that's that. Other than that, I love the hell out of Vic. Vic has actually been working with Michael Penix. Matt Ryan has been showing up and connecting with Penix as well. So he's getting a lot of help. He's getting a lot of mentorship and getting a lot of firsthand
Mm-hmm.
experience with that. So I love that for it. But again, if I can go back in time and make Mike get in that playbook, and we probably would have had at least one Super Bowl. One. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see.
I mean, it
We'll see
wasn't
how
Right,
this
just
for
will
the
go.
sure.
playbook for Vic though. I mean, like y'all need to get that boy out the club too. I mean, because at that time I
They
was in
let him
that.
they let him be in the club.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
They
crazy story.
no, but they let him do that.
Yeah,
They let
yeah,
him look. You ain't got to tell me the story. I knew my cousins and them
yeah,
told me the story.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because it was crazy because I was in Atlanta at the time going to school. And we was in the club like almost every night, and it was like a Saturday night. And I looked to the left in the VI, and this nigga Vic is in the club like the night before the. I'm like, the hell is he doing here? So
He
yeah,
stayed in the
like
strip
it
club.
was crazy. Say what?
I said he stayed in the strip club.
Oh, well. See, I wasn't talking about. I was talking about this the regular club. Like this is just like Velvet Room.
He stayed in the regular club. Velvet. Yeah, he stayed in the strip club
Yeah,
too. He was always over there at Magic City and Blue Flame. He stayed over there.
yeah, yeah. Visions, Velvet Room. Yeah, like he was always in there. I'm like, bro, don't you got to get some rest or something? Like I was like, bro, you need to calm down.
Supernatural, man.
No,
Supernatural, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
no,
I
they just
mean,
let
yeah,
they just let Big be Big. That's why that situation happened. I hate to say it, but he should never had that house in Forsyth County any goddamn way. But that's just me.
yeah. I mean, like Vic, like from like all the years I've been watching football, like just like I mean, from like an athletic standpoint for a quarterback, like the stuff he did on the field at that time, like you shouldn't have been able to do. Like that's just it was what it was, and if he could have been the Vic he was with the Eagles with the Falcons, like that boy would have really been dangerous. So, but
Yeah, and if he could have stayed healthy too, because every time he was always either injuring himself, something, a hand, a leg, an ankle, something. He stayed injured too.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of potential, man. I mean, like, I'm kind of glad that he did go to Philly and he did, was able to do stuff under like, Reed, but it was, I mean, like that just wasn't at that point. He wasn't in his prime no more. But I mean, it was what it was.
I'm excited to see how his coaching career goes, though.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to them Spartans.
D Money said, "How do you feel about McMillan year 2?"
Fucking great. That nigga exploded at the end of the season. Did you see that beautiful catch he made against the Saints?
Man, I wanted that dude so bad, man. I don't know why we drafted Jalen Pope.
Bro, I seen Jalen McMillan week 1. That nigga dropped 2 touchdown passes. I seen what he's capable of.
Yeah, but I mean, like his like arc in terms of like his high, like his highs, like the way he could really play in terms of like the ceiling for him is extremely high to me. But yeah, I mean, sometimes he has those concentration drops. Sometimes, that if you watch him at Washington, like you saw that too. So
yeah, I mean, my man gave me 8 touchdowns in the last 6 games. I'm excited for him. Yes, I am.
Where's his role though? With
Huh?
like you bringing in a Mecca, you having Chris, you having like you got a lot of talent in that room too.
Right now, well, obviously Mike is the number 1. Currently, right now, with Godwin being on the pup list, Emeka is going to be the number 2, and Jalen is going to be the slot guy.
So when
not
Chris
a bad
come back,
role.
he moved to 4 pretty much, huh?
No, Jalen's going to move to 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jalen to move to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did want to McMillan, Mick.
Man, I didn't want no parts of Jalen Pope, man. Like, and the funny thing was during that draft, I said it. We gonna draft a Washington wide receiver because the Washington wide receiver coach became our wide receiver. So I knew we was drafting one of them niggas. And I mean, like, we weren't drafting Rome because Rome was going too high because we was obviously drafting Drake May or JD5. So Rome was out the question. So it was down to Jalen Pope and Jalen McMillan. I don't know why they chose Jalen. Like Jalen Pope had a good college career, but he don't separate like Roman. I mean, like Jalen McMillan do. So I just never understood the pick.
So is Palmer not an odd man out? Said.
Palmer is a special teams guy. The problem with Palmer is his damn footwork, man. If you watch him in games, he clips over himself a lot.
But he's got good speed though. That's
Great
one thing I
Yeah.
will
speed,
say.
but it seems like his feet are moving way too faster than his mind is, and
It
that kind of
happen, man.
messes up his route running.
And I can see that.
So he the odd man out the room pretty much. 'Cause I
Pretty
thought he was.
much.
I thought he was coming along like what a year ago, 2 years ago.
I
Thought he was
mean, he's
gonna
probably
be
like what they're like
fast.
wide receiver 5, right?
Yeah.
At this point, bro, he's gonna be wide receiver 6.
Oh damn. And who's your wide receiver 5?
Uh, Before he got hurt, Tez Johnson, the guy
Oh
we
yeah,
just
that
drafted.
Tez. See, I forgot that y'all got Tez. I completely forgot about that.
Bro, apparently, man, we got a 90-man roster now. We have 17 wide receivers on our roster,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I mean,
and
I mean,
we normally carry 6
but I think last year kind of got the coach kind of like, man, like y'all had 2 major injuries at your top 2 guys. So
in the same fucking game.
yeah. So I just think like the coach might want to carry more than a normal team would. Like y'all might carry maybe 6, maybe 7, possibly. Who
We
knows?
normally carry 6. I wouldn't be mad if we carry 7.
Yeah,
I would not
I
be
could see
mad
that
at
after
all.
last year.
Would not be mad at all.
I did affect them down the stretch. I
Uh,
think if they had a little extra, they might.
those 3 games we didn't have Mike and Chris together. I mean, we still averaged 24 points. That was just based off of our running game, and Cade Otten came alive. So
Yeah, I
it
mean,
really
Kate
didn't hurt
Honest.
too bad. But if we didn't have that running game, the
Mm,
Falcons would have easily won that division.
I mean, to me, like for Cade Otten, like I expect him to have. I mean, like to grow on what he did last year. Like I think he has a capable to have a really big year this year.
And speaking of Cade Otten, I got high hopes for him. Another person I got high hopes for, and he's been killing it in fucking camp so far. Devin Colt, our second string tight end.
Don't even know who that is. I might have to check him out actually.
Exactly. 2 players to watch out for this year on my team: Devin Colt and Savacha Dennis.
last question from D Money for Pop. How much does AK have left in the tank? And what's his outlook for this season?
I give him 2 more.
I mean, he's currently on a 3-year deal, and the extension he signed was a 2-year extension. So that's what I think he got.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's had
Is
a
that
really good career
he's
though.
on his by the time the 3rd year comes, he's gonna be 31. So we gave him that extension because he didn't want to leave, and we didn't want him to leave. So I believe he retires probably after his contract's up,
Yeah, I
possibly.
definitely thought like a couple seasons in a row, like Alvin Kamara was gonna be like moved for some assets.
I mean, that's people who's not attached to the team. Yeah, I was thinking. I ain't saying that,
Yeah, I
but
never thought they were
I
moving him.
never thought Alvin was ever leaving. I kept telling people we were never trading him, mostly because he didn't want to be traded. He wants to retire a Saint, and we wanted to keep him. So all that trade news, a lot of that was coming from people that wasn't tied to the team, to be honest.
Now, it wasn't like me listening to the news and then like just looking at like where y'all was at as a team. I was looking at like Cap. I was like, I don't know if they
Yeah, I didn't say
hang on
anything
to him
about
at that
news.
point.
I was just saying that was the chatter from people
Yeah,
in
I heard it a lot afterwards,
Twitter
but like
and
I
Twitter
don't know, like
Spaces about Alvin Kamara getting traded, and I was just
Yeah,
like, that's never happening.
yeah.
I think the only reason I thought so because I remember Shifty like telling me like how bad y'all was with the cap, and I'm like, well, if they had one person that could maybe make some cap noise, it was I think Alvin Kamara was like one of your top paid at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he was up there, but if you're looking at cap number, it was actually Lattimore was the one I thought was going to be traded, considering like the contract he had gotten at the time that he had got paid, and his number, and then the production we weren't necessarily getting out of him. We can maybe say, as a fan base, I felt like we believe like if he can make it to 10 games, that's a great season for him, because we kind of knew where his hamstrings were at the time, like his tissue injuries. We could see like the writing on the wall. So for me, when people were saying Alvin Kamara, I was like, I actually think it's Lattimore who's the odd man out in this situation.
I think Lattimore was like an easy one though, because he was injured so much. Like teams usually move off players like that. I don't know. Like
That and they got a great return.
We
I
paid
thought Alvin Kamara
him.
probably was like the most valuable tradable asset on your team. That's probably why I made the conscious
No,
like if they
I'm
move, they
hearing
move.
everything. I'm hearing everything you're saying, Smitty. Right? Because like I heard it. Like everybody said, oh, Alvin Kamara has the most trade value for the Saints. They should move him. This is the type of comp they could get for him. Like they'll move this, and it's just like, okay, cool. I'm hearing all that noise, but he's not leaving. He doesn't want to leave. We don't want him to leave. It was more on coming to an agreement with him in regards to his extension. That was kind of the hiccup, but I mean, that wasn't even a big hiccup because we ended up giving it to him like 4 or 5 games into the season. So it was more of like just the number. And what we end up doing for him this year specifically is we fully guaranteed his entire all his money. All his money this season is fully guaranteed. So that's what we end up giving him as like some blanket of coverage, essentially.
How many more years was Cam Jordan talkative ass got?
9.
I mean, he's at least got one more because he definitely playing this year. So
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I love Cam. I love what he brought to the team. I want him out. I want him to be a family man. I want him to get into the booth commentating. I think he has a great personality for it, but I don't. And I do think if he does play, his minutes over the last 2-3 years have been diminished. Like his snaps have been diminished, and I think he's gonna fully be a rotational guy this season. Because we do have like a lot of young talent that has developed with us, and then also that we brought in this draft period. So I think he'll probably be heavily in the rotation, but I don't see him being on the team next year, to be honest with you.
Cuz.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of mad that y'all took one of my Oklahoma guys. So yeah,
Stutzman, yeah. That's my thumper. Yeah.
I'm really mad about that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's a reason. Single handedly, it was one of the reasons why Oklahoma beat Alabama. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm kind
Yeah.
of disgusted at that. Even though we got Billy Bowman, I'm happy, but
Hey,
still kind
hold
of
on.
disgusted about
You
that.
mad at me about Danny, but y'all got my boy Watts over there. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from you. When y'all tried to Xavier Watts, I was sick to my stomach.
Yeah, So
I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna have to cut my appearance short. I just had some family members pop up on me. So to my little sisters, E and Pop, I bid y'all adieu. And
wait, hold on,
Mm.
Paul. Okay, just because you taller than me does not make me little.
I'm,
I'm
I'm,
I'm
I'm
5'6", but I got a heart of a 6'5" dude. Okay.
what when I say little sister, I'm speaking in the terms of division titles. Have a good day.
I'm
Oh,
crying.
Sam cried about that's
Hey, thank
funny.
you for coming through,
Hey,
Sam.
thanks for
Appreciate
coming
it.
through,
Yeah,
Sam.
for sure. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, since we talked a little bit about running back, we ain't really touched on Bajan at all. So I mean, E, I mean, like, what kind of year do you expect from him?
a Bajan year. I mean him and Tyler Algier. Like I mean the 1-2 punch. I mean that's just what that situation is going to be. I mean he's going to be well. Hold on, it's Bajan. There you go. Because it's not Bijan, it's Bajan. So we're definitely going to get it. I mean, hey, his Madden ranking set him off, and I know they were already saying he could be, MVP, but he's not even thinking about that right now. His thoughts is just to help get us to the playoffs and everything, and if that comes, that comes. But I do believe that under Jimmy Lake, second season underneath him, I really think that he is going to be what he's going to be. I mean, we drafted him high for a reason, so I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
We still get backlash from it, but again, it was either that or he was gonna be on the Detroit Lions. So which one do y'all want him on? You want him with the Falcons or you want him with the Detroit Lions? Which one? Because if If we would have never drafted him, they would have never jumped up to go get Gibbs. They were actually eyeing Bajan. So who y'all want him on? The Lions or with us?
Well, he might not have made it to the Lions, but I mean, y'all probably would have took. Y'all probably would have took because y'all probably would have took my guy, and then we would have took Bijan.
Because the thing about it is the Lions were waiting.
Nah, the Lions.
It was before the Lions, though. Our pick was before we picked
and they were gonna jump y'all.
They were trying to trade in front of y'all because they didn't know who the Falcons were gonna take.
Gonna do. Yep.
So they were.
What the Falcons pick that year?
Trying to change.
They were like at.
I think y'all was like at 6 or 7.
They were at 8.
Yeah, we picked at 9. We picked that 9.
But the Falcons weren't gonna pick Jalen Carter though, bro. They weren't. They weren't gonna do that.
No, I said. Oh yeah, maybe not. But
they wanted a running back, Smitty. They wanted a running back. So
that's why they jumped up to go get Gibbs. Once Bijan went, they jumped up to go get Gibbs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they went from like 18 to 12 or something like that.
Stuff like that. Yeah, they were willing to give up a lot. If we weren't going to pick, they were going to jump over y'all to go get him.
How we was at 9? How they gonna jump us?
No, Smitty. They were trying to call around.
To get in front of the Falcons?
No, in front of y'all.
They were trying to get to 8.
Exactly. They were really trying.
No, okay, so where the Falcons at? 7?
No,
okay. Here's if I remember correctly, they were trying to see if they can jump in front of the Falcons actually to get to 7.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Because
I mean, like they could have traded with the Cardinals or the Raiders,
they wanted to jump. They wanted to get here's the thing: the Lions wanted Bijan. They wanted him so bad because he was the best running back prospect. You got to think about it. They wasn't hitting with Swift at the time, and
Swift had injuries. That was the thing.
I mean, but the funny thing is, like Gibbs actually works better for them.
No, Gibbs does work better for them. Yes.
Yeah.
Bijan
would have worked, but if they would have drafted Bijan, they would have probably never signed Montgomery in the first place.
That's what I was gonna say, Mick, is with the fact the Falcons did take Bijan. Now they were able to get Montgomery, who I think they had already signed in that offseason before the draft from the Bears. And now you got Gibbs, and I think that's a great 1-2 punch over there. Yeah. And when you talk about running backs, I think like Monty and Gibbs is up there in terms of running back duos.
Yeah, so I just think like
we already knew that once we picked Bijan, Jalen Carter was going to be an Eagle. We already knew that. I was thinking that they was like, they gonna go to the Eagles.
That was our two players though. That was the two players Bijan or Jalen.
No, that was
he wasn't there.
But y'all highest one, y'all wanted Jalen. Your Bijan was a good one, but y'all wanted Jalen.
Bijan definitely was second, definitely. If both of them was on the table at 9, we still take Jalen Carter.
But I think everybody knew that the Falcons weren't going to draft Jalen, though. I think everybody knew that.
No,
well, we called them. Hey, listen, JMIK, we called them because we didn't know what they was going to do. How we called was like, hey, what's going on? Whatever they said on that phone, he was like, all right.
No, but
in that situation, like a bunch of people thought that y'all was going to draft a running back. Like people were saying that before the draft, though, that's what y'all was going to do.
Yeah. Well, a lot of see on the outside, people knew that's what Falcon fans thought we were going to go get Jalen Carter. So it was because even when we picked Penix, we messed up the draft too when we picked Penix.
Because everybody thought they was going to take Dallas.
Because
he was
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turned out to be the right move,
but it had to be because the theory was, JMIK, and this is just me talking with Falcons fans and division fans in general, was they thought they was gonna fix the mistake, quote unquote, the mistake that they made with not taking Carter last year and get Dallas Turner, and but they end up not doing it. And
the mistake that we needed to fix was the quarterback mistake, because ain't nobody told nobody to go get no goddamn Desmond Ritter.
I'm gonna be honest with
Desmond
you.
Ritter thing was kind of egregious.
I wasn't happy y'all got Penix, but I was like, y'all finally understood. Y'all can't keep running out with Ritter and homeboy that was at Oregon that washed out with the Titans. I can't think his name right now.
Marcus
Mariota.
Mariota.
Yeah, Merrill. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all realize y'all just can't keep running out with quarterbacks of that type of magnitude. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
when y'all
mean,
got Penix, I was like, oh, okay, they actually made a good move for the team. I was sick. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know. I like the Penix move. I don't know. The Kirk Cousins move to me was like,
because so let me explain that move to you. It was just supposed to be for like a gap and to try to let Penix try to get used to being in the NFL and kind of learning behind a QB without us just throwing it out there. Because again, was a good pick. He probably would have started on anybody else's team, but they were looking at him more so as that development. That's why they went out and got Kirk Cousins, because the whole thing was we were close to making playoff runs. And it's like, let's just get to the playoffs without us having to sit over here, risk our rookie guy, put him back in there, and maybe he, hurt injuries and stuff like that. Let's get a proven guy, get him in there. Let's get to the playoffs, and then the following year, switch him out. Because he technically only got a 2-year deal because the rest of his years are voided. So this is really technically his last year with the Falcons. So he's playing backup kind of in the sense of how they wanted to do it anyway. But if it took Penix a little bit longer to get acclimated to the league, you had somebody that was proven to keep us in the playoffs. They were just trying to band-aid the situation, but Kirk kind of effed the situation a little bit more than what it was supposed to be, what made Penix get out there sooner.
Yeah, for sure. Because I have a feeling like the Falcons didn't want to see Penix play at all if they could
Mm-mm.
last year.
Nope. They didn't want him to, because they wanted him to basically sit behind and see the game from that perspective and learn. So when it was his time, it could. So if he didn't do well, then we had somebody to step in and we can still give him an extra year if we had to keep Kirk Cousins there. They just wanted to, like I said, to band-aid the situation. It wasn't like we were trying to, bring Kirk in and try to win something with him. No, we were just trying to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all did have that opportunity, but it was like Kirk not willing to just sit down kind of messed y'all up with some of them
Because we were
games.
6-3. I mean, we swept the Bucks last year. I wanted to throw that in Zed's face, but I was been too busy shopping. But we swept them last year, and like I said, we 6-3, 6-3, and then just that freaking
The
slide,
wheels,
the
yeah,
wheel
the
just
wheels
fell off. The
came
worst
off.
game
Yeah.
that we freaking played of the season was us against the Denver Broncos, and I was pissed.
Mm.
I had to turn the game off, and I have never. The last time I turned the game off is when we lost Julio. Matter of fact, when we lost Julio, we had a whole bunch of injuries. When we literally had to put our tight end, we called them toilet bowl, but when we literally had to put our tight end in as an offensive lineman, I stopped watching the season. I never ever since then I had never turned off a game. Never turned off a game, and I turned off a game. That's how pissed I was at that Denver Broncos game. Just pissed.
Yeah, because didn't y'all go to Denver for that one?
We went to Denver and got stomped
Hmm.
the hell out of Denver.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Sean Payton made sure he swept that entire division last season.
He
He,
did, because that was his payback. That was
yep.
definitely his payback. That was
Yo,
definitely
I
that
think
man's
I think
payback.
the Broncos curb stomped every team in the
Every NFC
division.
South team that he could over that, like I promise you, he was like, "Yep, I'm coming for every last one of y'all." I'm like, dude,
Mm.
you've been out of football for a minute. You don't know us. You don't know us no more.
he
He
knew
Man,
said,
y'all
"Oh
that
no, I
day.
know,
He
I
knew
know."
y'all that
Yeah, he
day.
knew. He knew every
he
single one of
still
us.
kind of knew y'all pretty well.
He had a
Nah,
list.
Smitty, do you know that Broncos game at the Bucks was like the worst home game they had all year?
Somebody, I think Flesh was the one told me that.
Yeah, that was the worst game, and I think that was like week 2 or 3 of the season.
But look, I promise you, everybody in NFC South, when we see another NFC South team play somebody on our schedule, we really be hoping like, okay, watch them lose. Watch them lose. I hope they lose.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. They lose. We like, yeah, we finna win this game. Watch, come over there and lose. Hey man, don't say nothing to us. Don't say nothing to us.
That
Because
was
that's
crazy.
literally that's literally how it was. Because when we beat y'all, when we beat the Eagles, and then we turn
Let's
back
not talk about
around.
it.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah,
God,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
bro. Saquon almost blew the season away, nigga.
Like, look, yes, when we sit over here and we beat the Eagles, we're like, okay, let's see who else in the NFC South gonna beat these Eagles. I hope they stomp Kurt. Everybody, we got our like, we was happy, like
Yeah,
literally happy.
nah, we do that. We be hoping we be the only team that beat whatever other
So
division.
we really do be looking for bragging rights, like low key. We literally be looking for bragging rights on the schedule. So when they be trying to like, yeah, that's why we beat y'all this game, beat y'all. Okay, but did you beat the Eagles though? Did you do that? Okay, no, you didn't. All right then. So that's our bragging rights. That's how we do it in the South.
Mm-hmm.
We went 2-2 against y'all division.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're
I don't care.
one of those losses against the Falcons. So I'm gonna throw that
Falcons and the
in.
Bucks. Even though the Bucks, I take the Falcons one on the chin. The Bucks one, I'm gonna give them an excuse every time.
Man, fucking
No
Bucks
Lane, no AJ, no
smacking y'all.
Devontae, no
You
Slay.
can say that. You can say that, Smitty, but the Bucks have been smacking y'all for a while now.
I guess.
We can go the last 4 years that y'all met up. What has it been?
It's 2-1.
I mean, but they kind of took you out the playoffs, though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but tell them to play me with AJ Brown, man. You know, listen, I'm not gonna let them get off nothing, man. Damn the Bucks.
Real quick.
Damn the Bucks.
Hold on, real quick. We stand on. I'm staying on the Bucks, but I'm staying on the Bucks and Eagles because didn't the year before they play y'all and bounce y'all out the playoffs?
What? Which year? Before this year?
Not. Yeah,
I said tell them to play me with AJ.
Ago.
That's why I said tell them to play me with AJ.
I think that's when the Bucks played.
They never
the
beat me
Lions.
with AJ Brown. They never beat me with AJ Brown.
Don't y'all play this year?
Week 4.
Hopefully
he healthy this time because he wasn't healthy last week for shit.
Is that a primetime game, Smith?
I mean, but you're also not playing in Brazil this year either, though. So
1 o'clock. That's crazy.
You say what, JMIK?
And y'all also not playing in Brazil this year, so he should be healthy.
Brazil, that's the excuse, man. Whatever.
No. The AJ got hurt in Brazil.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he didn't play another game after Brazil until week 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I'm about to drive back home, and I don't want to be losing service because I'm up here in the mountains, the northern part of Georgia, and yeah, my service don't like going down certain streets. So it was nice speaking to y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Love everybody. Hope everybody has a good season. If I don't talk to y'all before the season, JMIK, I'll see you next Thursday. So I ain't worried about you.
Okay.
But no, I hope everybody has a good and healthy season. Real talk. I don't like injuries, regardless if we're foes or not. Same to my ain't foes. I'm never gonna put a S in front of y'all and call y'all your real name. But to my ain't foes, hopefully y'all have a good season. Stay healthy. Make a good competition. Again, we'll split with y'all this season once again. So
love to hear it, E. Love to hear it.
Yeah, like just like hey, just gonna leave it like that. You already know it's competition. This the real rivalry. You got the two teams that got the real rivalry in the South. So yeah.
But thank you for coming through for sure.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate it.
No problem at all. Y'all be safe. Love y'all. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, for sure. Be
Yeah. How we get down to 3 people, man? This show ain't been like
Sir left. Nigga ain't never.
His phone died. I texted him. It didn't go through. Yeah, I think his phone did.
Man, I just thought he was high as hell. That's all.
That part, because I know
but it still don't say delivered. I texted him at 1 o'clock and it still don't say delivered.
He actually might be high as hell.
It might be a mixture of both. He done got high, fell asleep, and his phone died.
That part.
Because if you ain't charge your phone in 25 minutes,
that's crazy. Yeah. But I mean, one thing I can say about the NFC South was, I mean, and we had a nice civil debate, which was always
friendly,
good.
man.
Sometimes it don't be like that sometimes. So
I mean, but that's because we around family when that happened. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all other people, y'all the real ghetto. We not. We have with us. It's a nice cookout experience. You know, you talk, you fight a little bit, but you have fun.
I mean, it depends on the space, man. It depends on the space.
That's ghetto over here. It's ghetto over here.
Yeah.
You bring the NFC East in, I become a different person.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I watched.
Yeah.
And we done seen that firsthand.
I'm not friendly with them. It ain't nothing civil. I don't want to see them succeed. None of that.
Hey, Mick, the
I hope they
funniest
all
part,
go
they was
1-16.
trying to be cordial with each other. Then one thing got said and it went downhill from there.
And I mean, like all that shit went out the window.
Yeah.
That shit was like the hell with that. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a good discussion, man. I mean, I think the NFC South, like I think every year, like people don't look highly on that division, but I just think that division is gradually getting more competitive. Granted, the Tampa Bay is one of the last 4 years of going for the 5th year, but it's
but that's Tampa. I'm gonna be honest with you, J-Man. When all 4 teams was good, it was like one of the toughest divisions. Very competitive, like best division. The thing is 3 of the teams start they rebuild late. Tampa got it done faster than everybody else.
Well, I mean, Tom Brady helped with that too. So I mean,
yeah, fuck ass nigga, but yeah.
But I mean, like, so when I look at the state division now, I just look at it like Tampa Bay's on the top because they won the last 4, going for 5. The Falcons is trying to inch their way up, like they're doing the best they can. Got a new quarterback, so got to kind of see how that goes next couple of years. The Panthers drafted a quarterback going on 3 years ago, like they're on the upswing. And I just think like the Saints are going into that rebuilding, like they're trying to rebuild the franchise, so they're gonna need a.
My GM finally accepted we rebuilding.
Yeah, so
I'm not holding you, JMIK. The last 3 previous off seasons, this man was like, "We're not rebuilding, we just retooling." I'm like, bro, I don't know if we are looking at this roster the same way. Like, what?
I mean, it's just.
Sometimes you want to rebuild. I mean, sometimes you don't want to rebuild, and the rebuild is going to stare you in the face. And smack you.
I'm just gonna ask that. Why teams don't want to accept rebuilds? Like sometimes your team is just at that point. Why is it so hard for people to be like, "Hey man, look, we just trying
to." I mean, because it's going to affect your ticket sales, man. Like,
yeah. To accept the rebuild, that means your team gonna be
trash
mid for a while before you get it right, and then to JMIK point, like your ticket sales get affected,
jersey sales, concessions,
everything, all the incidentals that surround the team outside of actually playing the game, all that gets affected and stuff like that.
But you don't think the fan would appreciate it down the run if you just like, hey man, look, we going through it, but we gonna push through this shit.
I mean, the hardcore fan does.
But you're talking about stout fans. You talking about people like me and you, like who are gonna be here through the hard times. You're not talking about the casual fan. Yeah, the casual fan gonna look for the next hottest, best thing.
I see a lot pop like with like the fan base is like, you could have just accepted the rebuild. We could have been 3 years ahead, and it's like y'all just said. But if I would have told you I accepted the rebuild, you would have bashed me. So I'm just asking.
Well, I hear you, but the thing is, I think everybody but my GM understood we was rebuilding. No, I'm gonna be honest. I think everybody else understood we were rebuilding except him, which is why he made some of the moves. But I'll say this: listen, I don't have no expectations of the season, but after this offseason, I get a lot of dead money off my books. I'm gonna finally be in cap compliance, guys. Finally.
Man, that's a long time coming, man. Coming.
A lot of dead money is gonna be coming off the books this year. Shout out that bum nigga that wear eyeshadow for giving my team back some money. He also reduced our cap hit too, a dead cap hit. So we're gonna get a lot of money off the books. Also, like I said next year I think Cam Jordan does officially retire. So we'll get that money off. Like, listen, it's on the I'm gonna have money now. And hopefully my GM gone. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know about the GM being gone part, but yeah, y'all are definitely gonna have some money.
Hey, listen, JMIK. I have hope. I have hope he's gonna be gone soon. I do. Because the minute Gail Benson had a players only meeting and excluded him, that told me enough right there. Gail Benson do not be hands-on with the team at all.
I mean, on a side note, got some breaking news. Paris Campbell has been placed on season-ending IR. Not sure what the injury is, but
who team he on now?
He's still with the Cowboys. Oh, he on the Cowboys now?
Yeah, because he was on y'all team last year. Eagles.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked where he was at now.
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah. But he's not gonna be playing this year. So,
well,
did y'all see the Luka news?
Yeah, he signed a 3-year extension. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Lakers. Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
that's a
they
solid
had to
deal.
sign him. I mean, like they gave up AD in a first round pick, so you knew they was gonna
But
try to get.
also, he was on his old contract still, so he was up. He was up for
He
an
didn't really get.
extension.
He could. I thought he could have got more than what he got. He got 3 for 165, which
Yeah, he could have got more.
that ain't a lot though. That's
Yeah,
normally
but
55, but
no, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the Mavs trading him, that fucked up his bag a lot.
yeah, because they say he's still signing the maximum contract extension. It's like 55, but like dudes out here
Yeah,
getting like 60 and 70 million though.
yeah. Nah, that's why I said like part of the news that came out when the Mavs traded him to the Lakers was the fact that he wasn't eligible for a supermax contract anymore.
Right.
So I knew he would still get a bag, but the bag he could have gotten, it wasn't gonna be that because that trade kind of fucked it up for him. I think if he does, like my thoughts on the Luka thing, I think he stays with the Lakers because he doesn't seem like a player that wants to bounce around organizations. He wants to stick to one organization. I do think like it's a 3-year contract. I think going into the second year, after that second year, going into the third year, he'll probably get another big deal from them, depending on how the team has progressed during that tenure of his contract.
Yeah. And some
Hey,
other breaking news is that one of the Celtics minority owners has made a deal to buy the WNBA's Connecticut Sun, and they will be moving to
Who?
Boston in 2027.
They're moving to Boston?
In 2027, yeah.
Hey, that's crazy. Cause Mick, I was talking to Push, cause he a Connecticut Sun fan. He
Yeah.
said he has a feeling the team will be moving to Boston, but he doesn't want to
Well,
want
it's
to do
gonna
that
be a 2 years
because
though, yeah.
yeah, but it's the travel to the games that he was kind of concerned with, depending on where y'all place the stadium. But I mean, they still
I
stay
mean,
kind of
it's
in the area, so that's
I
not
mean, it's
bad.
they're probably going like the dude that bought it is a minority owner of the Celtics. So they're probably going to be playing in the Garden. So it's going to be it's going to like like people that don't know the geography of the New England area, like Connecticut is like maybe like where they were playing at the casino was like an hour and a half from Boston. So it's like there's there's just more fans in Boston like than there was like that. It's going to actually go to the games. So I think it's a positive move. I mean, personally, I thought they should have gave Boston the team to begin with, personally. But I mean, yeah, like
this makes a lot more sense though, because y'all already got you
I
already
mean, you
have a
got like
franchise.
you got a
You get what I
hockey
mean?
team, got a baseball team, football
Yeah,
team.
nah, like Boston on the up and up. I'm still
Yeah,
a little
so
pass on the Suns though, but it's all good.
yeah, I mean, because the Suns, the Suns this year kind of dog shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
well, a lot of that had, which is funny because they was in the playoffs last year. But a
last
lot of
year,
what
yeah.
happened, a lot of their players left in free agency. They traded a lot of players, so they're in a rebuild mode themselves.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but that's dope. But so in 2 years they move into Boston.
Yep, in 2027. Yep.
All right, so that's gonna be around the time. So that's 2027. Yeah, so that's another expansion team is coming too.
Yeah. So
all right.
I know we spoke on Micah, but what do y'all believe his true trade value is? Because I'm looking down the timeline, I see like a lot of Cowboys
It's
fans
gonna
saying
be
3
higher
first-round
than
picks.
that Khalil Mack trade. I
yeah,
think
I think you gotta look at that Khalil Mack trade. Yeah.
that Khalil Mack trade is your baseline, but I think he's going to demand higher value when it comes to the pick compensation because he's younger than Khalil Mack at the time was. Because I think Khalil Mack was like 27, 28.
Yeah, it was 27.
Something like that when he got traded. Micah's a lot younger. And because of that, I think he can demand higher
So
pick
they got 2
evaluation.
firsts, a third, and a sixth.
Yeah, I can see a few seconds if you want to just keep it with the 2 firsts. I can see a few seconds getting.
Yeah, I mean, if the Cowboys want to trade him, like they about to get a haul for him, though.
But I see a lot of people saying like 3 firsts and 2 superstars.
Nah, I'm not doing
that. No. You
somebody asked.
let
me go back.
2 superstars. No, if I'm giving you 3 firsts, I'm not giving you
3 first-round picks and 2 superstars.
No, that's not.
If I'm giving you a superstar, I'm not giving you 2 first-round picks. I might give you 1, maybe.
Yeah, like listen, if I'm giving you
he said 2 stars. My bad. 3 first rounds and 2 stars.
No, I'm not doing that either.
No.
If I mean, like if I give you 3 first-round picks, you're not getting no players from me.
0. And I got to turn around and give him 40 plus. Get
Yeah,
that
that's
out.
what I'm
I mean,
saying, and I still gotta pay him the contract.
yeah,
If
so,
Get the
I'm
hell out of here.
if I'm giving you 3 first rounds, you gonna get like the fourth string guy I have. Like you're not getting anybody that's gonna affect my depth at a position. You're not doing that because I gotta also pay him the bag still. So
yeah.
no,
I just think to give up 3 first rounds for a non-quarterback, like after that, like I shouldn't have to give you
it's
no more
tough.
picks for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's kind of tough. But I do, like I said, I do think Micah's like trade value is going to be a little bit more than that Mac one.
Yeah, I can see like
Um,
2 firsts, maybe a second, a third, and
no,
another pick, something like
I
that.
think you could get 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a fifth, and maybe a sixth.
Yeah, but my thing is, if I'm gonna give you 2 seconds, is almost equivalent to a first.
Yes, I done gave you
Mm-hmm.
3 firsts.
I might just give you the 3 first and be done with it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if a team came with that type of package and I hadn't gotten that trade offer for somebody else, I'm taking that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Most
thinking
definitely.
about like in terms of what can get the Micah deal done to make sure he comes to my team. I'm gonna have to give up a package like that just to make the deal sweeter. But then, like, to even make it sweeter, that's when I think you do get into the players like like that, you know. But man, I just don't believe he gets traded. I don't.
No, I don't think he get traded, but I just want to see if like people got value, like, and it just seems like it's a little high.
I mean, like if you look at his stats though, man, like every year he's played, he's had double-digit sacks.
Yeah, he's
That's
gotten
one you can't
better
say.
each year. So
No,
Yeah.
I agree with y'all with the 3 firsts, but I'm not finna go out there 3 firsts and give you two of my top players. I'm not
Nah,
yeah,
doing that.
no,
I'm not doing that.
that's not happening. But you'll probably give him a guy that's gonna make a 53 though. You know what I mean? Like,
And if
Yeah.
I'm giving you, if I gotta give you 2-star players, I'm not even sure I want to give you 2 firsts. I might want to give you a
nah.
first and 2 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I'm giving you 2 stars, the first
Yeah,
is coming down. You getting the one. I'll give you a second, a third, and then the 2 players.
because I mean, and it's not like you're talking about regular. You're not talking about regular. If you're talking about 2-star players on your team, yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if you want the 2-star players, cool, but you're not getting 2 firsts with that too.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is I'm giving you 2 proven guys.
Yeah,
And you're giving me Micah, right, which is fine. But I'm also not going to give up massive compensation when I'm giving you 2 proven guys plus this first, second, and fifth, whatever
that and
like
you
the
probably got to
package
pay
is.
Michael like 40. That's probably what it looks
Yeah,
at
and I
least.
got to pay the man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not happening. Not happening.
yeah, because in what 4 seasons? Well, in 4 seasons, he has 52.5 sacks.
Yeah, man.
Man, and his
He on
sack
pace.
numbers
He
are
on a
pretty
good
consistent
pace right
each
now.
year. Yeah. He had
Mhm.
13, 13 and a half, 14, and 12. So it's pretty. And the crazy thing about the 12 from last year, he only played 13 games. So
Mm-hmm.
he missed 4 games and still got you 12 sacks. Who would have known that he would have played
Mm-hmm.
all 17?
That part,
Yeah.
JMIK. So I think I think it's gonna happen. The problem is this happens literally with every Cowboys player, premier Cowboys player that needs to get paid though. They did it with Dak, they did it with CD. Now Micah turn.
Yeah, they don't like
So,
paying. They don't like paying when they need to pay. They like paying when they want to pay.
Yeah.
well, what I'm hearing is not even Jerry Jones; it's the son that's the real issue, who's been the problem, and these contracts not getting done.
Yeah. So I mean, it's something gonna have to correct because I mean you can't do this with every play that you draft. And the thing of the Cowboys is they draft pretty well. They just don't keep the
Mm-hmm.
players on time.
But they
That
doing it
part.
now. What happens when Steven takes over full time? You
This
might
is this is what it's gonna be.
when he got full control. He the GM, the owner, all that shit.
This is just what it's gonna be, man. Like it's not gonna change. I mean, they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but the only, they only had one holdout outside of this year, like a real holdout. Fucking Emmitt Smith. I didn't even realize that he's the only person that actually missed games.
Yeah, but that's because there was a stretch in the 2000s where they was paying Romo and they was paying Dez and they were paying their guy. They wouldn't get to this point. But
Right.
somehow, some way, it started getting to this point, and over the last couple of years.
Yeah. I don't know. Do Micah got to push it to some games to get his money? Do Terry got to push it to some games to get their money? It's gonna be interesting to see how it works out.
And nothing gets worse for the Commanders and the Cowboys because people don't expect the Cowboys to make the playoffs. I mean, some people do, but a lot of people don't. I mean, the Commanders, a lot of people expect the Commanders to at least make it back to the playoffs. So I think that's where the stress kind of gets to the Commanders a little bit more because they have expectations.
I get it. But we had a 2 hour and 10-minute mark, man. We had a great show today, showcasing the NFC South. This was the conclusion of the NFC. Next week we will be jumping off with the AFC. I don't know, man. I don't know if they got no ghettos over there other than in the South, man. I don't know.
Nah, man. You never heard the AFC North before? Have you,
oh yeah. The North gonna be the best one. Never mind.
North
you
is
got
the
the
project.
North, you got the East, you got the South.
East be cordial though.
Yeah, it depends who you're talking to. It depends who you're talking to, man.
Cause it's like to me when I hear the East talk, y'all kind of like poo on two teams, and then the other team is like, well, we kind of coming back, and nobody respects the Jets. Nobody gives a damn about the Dolphins in the cold. So it's really just the Bills right now, and then the Patriots dominance over the
hard
time.
to tell someone something when you got 6 Super Bowls, man. It's kind of hard to talk trash, man. I'm just saying, it is what it is. But
bro, when the Dolphins come in the room, the first thing I hear is like, "You can't even win when in December starts. So get the hell out of here." Yep, game over.
Yeah, but to anybody that's in part of one of these divisions that's in the AFC, just tap in with us. We want to bring you on, talk to you about your team, chop it up with you.
Yeah, sure. And you can hit us in the DMs, man. Like, sure. And and if you want to come on and talk ball about your team, you are definitely welcome.
Yeah, and if you're a Dolphins fan, just be prepared to answer when you're gonna win a playoff game.
That's the first question you're gonna get.
Yep. Yeah, that's the first one. But we here, man. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Pop, go ahead and take us out.
All right, for sure. Keep tapping in with us every Saturday at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow the YouTube page. Follow the CheckDown Twitter page. Tap in with the CheckDown community. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll tap in with y'all next week.
We out.